Hey, all right. Friday night. It's the first stream we've done in a while, and we are streaming week 2 of our Wizard, Black Knight, Captain, and Dwarf. Excuse me. Give me 1 second to actually get the game capture correct here. I was testing Skyrim. There we go. Where are our scores? Our scores are a little bit dull. We have the captain winning prowess and great treasures, and he has a card, 1 card point, and everybody else has 1.5 points. And the dwarf has been so far blanked. And you could take that as me blanking out a curse word or just a 0. Yeah, the dwarf, not super happy with where I ended up with the dwarf. You'll see he's down here. The captain's also here with the guard. And the problem is the dwarf made a quick run to the cavern, found there was nothing there, and the problem is now he has to get all the way up to pretty much the borderland and the caves to take advantage of his special abilities. So that might take him a good part of a week. And so he is sort of stuck for the moment. So we're going to take care of that, hopefully. The wizard has explore the mountain and explore the borderland. So he is currently attempting to do those. He's up here. He has the warlock in tow, so he's going to score a point there. And hopefully get a couple points for these explorers. The Black Knight is set upon by trolls and a dragon. I don't think the damsel is in his future. I think what he is going to try to do is probably run down to the horde, since it is popped up here. And I don't know that it doesn't have a ton of stuff left. So that sort of sucks. But he also needs to find the altar or the shrine or the monastery. Now, the monastery is back there. So he actually could run back and get his pilgrimage. I don't think he has anything to sacrifice. No, Map of Lost Castle is not going to cut it. So he does have. So he's in a little bit of a spot also. Let me get my cards out just because I like the quick reference to who they. I hate looking up on in Tabletop Simulator their relationships. So let me quickly just grab the cards and lay them out. The captain is moving on with what he's got. He has, with his normal plan, which is hire my boys and go kick some butt, and he has, and he is. But, not a lot of points scored, strangely enough. Really, only did one thing. He has Envoy, which is a little rough. Navigator, he's going to finish here in a bit. And Consult Demon requires him to find a demon. But he does have some treasure. He could easily make probably 30 or 40 bucks, and he's going to do that. The dwarf probably going to play Natives Arrive just to get it out of the way and get another card. So you'll see for day 8, I have drawn 3 new. So the monastery has appeared right here. So that's for the wizard, I suppose, to score. Damsel in Distress has appeared here. I rolled between the Horde and the Lair, and it appeared right there. Now, the problem is the Black Knight, no way is he going to face the 2 trolls and the dragon alone. Can't do it. And then the Young Knight. He might go for the Young Knight, though. Like him and the Young Knight hidden, maybe. Depends on which Young Knight he gets. If the Young Knight can kill a Tremendous, then maybe we go for it. So maybe that's what he does. All right. So anyway, so that's where we're starting. Just for week 2 here. And we're still early in the game, so it's still anyone's game. I have written moves, but let me check them to make sure. Yeah, so the wizard is going to just run up here and then pop sleep, and then hopefully he can hide and get out of dodge. Now, the problem is that Tremendous Troll super dangerous for the wizard without his sleep spell ready to go. So maybe we should be a little bit more careful there. Even Flame Sword's not going to help us because we can still only deal heavy damage to an armored creature with that. That's a good question. We do have this guy, though. And so we could get lucky there. Yeah, I'm probably going to go for it. So we're just going to, we're going to do that. So that's the wizard's move. The Black Knight is just getting out of dodge. He is just going to here and then hiding. And then from there, we can either go up. So once we get to Borderlands 1, we can choose north or south. This guy, they're heading here and they're going to search. And then the dwarf is doing the same thing because he just needs to get done. So we're going to play Natives Arrive right now for the dwarf. And what natives, you might ask? Let's take the wood folk and put them at the house. Why? Because we know where they go. They're at the house. Done. That gets rid of that card. And the dwarf gets to draw the whole deck. He's just taking the whole deck. He's like, you know what? I need the whole deck. Explore the crag. Oh, that is a rough haul for the damn dwarf. If you've seen any of these, I play with sort of an offshoot of the productive dwarf. The dwarf can have 4 phases, but can only do 2 moves. So the problem is something like exploring the crag is literally one clearing, then one clearing, then one clearing, because of course every clearing takes 2 moves. It takes the entire dwarf's moves. Not a big fan of that. So, not a big fan. I'm going to get rid of that card. That card's bothering me. Okay, so that's it. We are ready for day 8. So let's change up the day here. Let's get day 8 on the books. Very excited. I don't know, this game's taking me forever to get moving. 4. So we get giants and trolls again. So let's see who's who. The wizard is first. Dwarf. We got the guard, Black Knight, and captain. So the wizard is going to go up, and he's going to be blocked then, of course, by the troll. So yeah, let's just put him there for now, and we'll be done. The dwarf moves 2. Does the dwarf hide? Did we hide? We did hide. So we're going to hide once. Probably for the best. We do not hide, though. The dwarf fails at hiding. And then draws smokes. We got dragons and howl. So goblins, I think. And the dwarf is done. Oh, he has a search. The dwarf has a search. So let's roll 3, 2, or 1, and he finds that path. 3. So the dwarf, very nice, has found the path. He's found ruins. That's good. That's the best he could hope for, because now it's only going to take him 2 more days to get into a cave and start using his extra phases again. The guard is going to go up, and the guard is going to hide. And the guard does hide, so he is hidden, and he's going to search for the path 3, 2, 1. And he doesn't get it. And nothing appears there. The Black Knight is going to move here, and he's going to hide. And he does, so he is hidden. And we get stink. That's too bad, because if we just drew these two, if we'd have just drawn these, the 2 heavies, the Black Knight would have killed them. But because we also drew the troll, the tremendous troll, the Black Knight has to lay off. He can't deal enough damage for the tremendous troll. The captain's going to walk up there. The captain also has a hide. He does hide, but more to the point, does he get a 3, 2, or a 1 on his pier? He does not. So the captain and the guard do not find the secret path. Oops, sorry. Do we have any fights? We do. The Black Knight is not fighting, but the wizard is forced to fight. But what the wizard is going to do, forced to fight, is he's going to cast Sleep. Or is he? Right? That's the question. I think so. I think so. I think we start with Sleep. And then that gets us to day 9. So right now we know we have to hide. We have to move. So he has 6 and 3. And so we're going to move to 1. And that's going to get our first. So we're going to move to here. So we hide once, we move twice, and then I think we move to. I mean, 4, obviously. So that's easy this time. And then move 4. And that will get us, hopefully, explore the mountain. Hopefully. For the Black Knight, we have to get out of dodge. So this is easy. I think we move. And, well, I think we're going to pick up the young knight. I think that we have the opportunity to do so. Let's do it. Do I want to move into here, knowing that it could be, say, bats or something like that? I almost wish we'd have hired a couple. I wish we wouldn't have bolted out of the inn so fast. I wish we would have hired a couple rogues. Even though we're neutral with the rogues, the Black Knight has the advantage that he rolls 1 die on all meeting tables because he is such a badass. And any number of rogues sort of helps him with some of that, with fighting 2 guys at once or whatever, right? So I think we're going to move to here. I'm a little worried about bats. I don't want to. I don't want to end up fighting a ton of bats. Although I suppose in reality, you're going to get maybe 1, maybe 2 at most, or 3. I suppose you get the 1 and the 2. I say we do it. I say we're going to move to 4. So we're going to move, and we're going to move to ledges 4. Done. That's a little bit of a dicey move. I may or may not regret it. So I think the captain is looking to finish his. So we're going to hide once, search, search, search. We're going to have the guard do the same to try to find this path to finish our navigator. And our dwarf now, Dwarf doesn't want trolls. The dwarf would not mind getting the dragon alone. He could kill that easy. So I say we hide, hide, and move, move. So we're going to hide, hide, and then move into the borderland. Done. And so that's it. That's where we're at. We are day 9. I have a feeling this week's going to go quick. It just doesn't feel super eventful. I hope it is, because, well, demons, serpents, scary. The stuff of a Conan book. All right, so the guard is first. The guard is hiding once. The guard does hide, but now does the guard find this darn place? He does. Perfect. And that's going to let the captain find it too. So you can trade with the captain. So they found ruins. That's going to pop navigator for the captain. So that's cool. So let's put navigator on his sheet. Navigator. That's another card point. The captain is the first to 2 card points. He also gets to mark off 3 more paths or passages. So I'm always going to say, I would say that let's do I typically take this one when I can, except that this is such a useless path here that I don't care about it. So let's take Borderland 5-4. Let's take Borderland 5-4. Let's take ledges. Let's take the 2 things in the ledges. Let's take Borderland 5-4 and the 2 things in the ledges. And we've scored navigator. So I'm going to put that aside already. And frankly, everything that we do now is sort of useless because all we're doing is searching. And so really is the captain, because that's all he did too, is search. So they are done. Nothing appears because there's no serpents and demons. In fact, I don't even know that I've gotten a serpent or demon. Yeah, I haven't seen any of that yet. The Black Knight is going to move and move. So this is where I'm going to get the serpents. You watch. Ruin, so that would be bats. Ooh. And the Lost Castle. The Lost Castle's in 1. The Smith is there. So that's sort of cool because, I mean, most certainly the Black Knight could benefit from the Smith. And then we're going to see the altar. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, geez. Where the hell is it? Oh, in 1. So the altar is also in 1. Slither in 3. Patter in 5. So spiders there. Slither in 6. Now we've literally got all the serpents and all the demons. And roar in 4. So let's do first altar 1. Altar's going to pull that bad boy. Then we have two slither. So slither in 3 is here, and slither 6 is there. Wow, this has become such a dangerous time all of a sudden. For the Black Knight. Nice. I mean, not nice. Horrible. Horrible. Okay. Man, getting that knight all of a sudden is a little bit of a disaster, right? The worst part about the demons is the Black Knight cannot run from any of these. Serpents and demons, the Black Knight cannot run from any of these. There's a lot of tremendous stuff he can run from, but none of these. So that makes that super difficult for him. So we're lucky nothing appeared on us, and I don't know what I'm going to do here. I think we're going to... I don't know. I mean, he can kill these guys, but that's it. And if they flip, he can really kill them. Can't kill that guy. Now, the nice thing is getting to the guardhouse pretty trivial-ish. I mean, it's a haul for sure. But if you can take him back to the guardhouse or the house, then you are getting a cool new weapon. And I would probably put a sharpness star on his mace. So his mace would become medium star 3. He could heavy star 3. So he could start killing things like this. These guys. Well, not this guy. He's armored. But the unarmored, he would have a field day with the unarmored. Also, scant little treasure in this lost castle. So very interesting. Okay, Black Knight is done. The captain is sort of done because he just hid. And I mean, I can roll his hide for just thoroughness' sake. Yes, the captain is hidden along with the guard. Done. The wizard. The wizard's trying to hide. And we need this hide to go here. We need this hide to work. Otherwise, we're going to lose our buddy, really, is sort of what's going to happen. Nope, we don't hide. So we are blocked. And that is too darn bad, but we are blocked. That is the risk. So we're going to go here, and then we're hiding, of course. The dwarf hides 2 times, and he fails the first time. It doesn't matter, since I know these guys aren't going to prowl. He succeeds the second time. He is done. Unfortunately, the wizard has a troll. And we don't have any more sleep. So that's a little bit of a bummer. And I don't think we can run. Because we can't run, because he's a 4. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to, unfortunately, give up our buddy here. And the wizard will escape. I like to think that our buddy volunteered. No, you go. Sure. Wizard's like, yes. Nothing we can do is going to help. So let's roll it. Now the nice thing is the troll does not auto hit our guy. So as long as he doesn't line up. So we're looking for a 2 is good, right? Because he flips all the way down there. Our guy is going to hit with his missile roll. Now we are running, by the way. Our guy is going to hit with the missile roll. And we're really looking for a 2 or a 1. So not a big chance. We're looking at a 4 in 36 chance, a 1/9 chance. So about 11% of rolling a 2 or a 1. Nope, that is no, that's crappy. So that's round 1. And this is round 2. Let's see that we can get a 1. So that I want 1. So we still have a chance, 2 or a 1, and the crossbowman will hit first and kill the troll. Otherwise, the troll is going to kill him. No, not a 2 or a 1. So what happens is this guy dies, and the troll lives. And the wizard, with his warlock buddy, has fled, and we're going to go this direction because we need to end up there. That's unfortunate. I hate when my compatriots die. But he certainly died for a great cause, which is to keep our ass alive. So we need to get a card for the captain. And it looks like a gray source of magic, so that's lame. Captain don't need a gray source, Pally. Captain needs some points. So All right, Wizard is going to. So he's going to move to 1, and he's going to move to 4. I think he is going to move to the valley. So he's going to move to the valley, and that's going to be his turn. And he will he will turn in explore now. Oh, geez. Move 4. Oops. Move 4, move 1, move to the valley, explore mountain. So he is done there. So that is done. The Black Knight has to rethink a little bit. I would certainly love to go in and find this stuff. But man, anything there at all, and he is done. You fail a hide and you are kaput. You are done because he cannot run from these guys. He does not have a move 3. There's no way he's running. So I think he has to turn back. I think he has to go 1, 2 down to ruins 5. And I think we're going to try for the horde again. But this leaves him in a bad position, and I'll tell you why. Because he is going to be sort of on the wrong side of the borderland and away from anything that he can do in terms of turning in cards. Because he really needs to get rid of some of these cards. Pilgrimage. I don't think. I mean, where are you gonna? Maybe it's in the high pass, the shrine. So he either needs to get back to the monastery. Yeah, I just don't like where he's at right now because everything on the board is sort of anathema to him. I mean, I suppose if you find the horde, you can go to the guardhouse, the empty guardhouse, and you can go and turn your cards in. But I don't know. I mean, that just seems like a lot of time and effort for all that to get maybe nothing. Um, and he hasn't found a ton of stuff. He does have a map of the Lost Castle. I mean, it will help him do stuff. He's going to find that smith really quick when he needs to discover. It's just that any wrong hide and he is screwed. I have to think about it. Uh, yeah, I think we're going to. Even the trolls are dangerous because that tremendous troll he still can't run from. Whereas the dragon he can run from. All right, let's go 1, 2, and let's start searching. So we're going to go 1, 2 to the ruins. We're going to hide. We're going to search. Done. The captain. What are we going to do? What is the captain's goal? The captain has consult demon. First off, he's going to burn that gray source. That is just, yeah, we're discarding that instantly. We'll draw one for tomorrow. So we've got consult demon. I say we go 1, 2, 3, and this gets a little dicey. 4. If we don't roll serpents and demons again, we can just do it right here. We can just do it in one turn. The only danger is getting bats. I think we can take the bats. I say we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and our guy follows us. So we're going to move to the altar, and the guard follows us. And now the dwarf is going to hope to get into... He's right there. So... And this is not a great fight for him either, to be honest with you. I think the dwarf hides and moves, right? Hide, move into the trolls. And then unfortunately, he doesn't have anything to do with his extra fags. So that's a bump. So that's where we're at. We're on day 10. We need a monster roll. 5 is spiders and imps. Dwarf is first. We need him to hide. And he's going to fail at hiding and end up in the trolls. Oh, that's bad. Okay. The Black Knight goes 1, 2. He's going to have hidden. He doesn't. He fails at hiding also, and he's going to search once. He needs a 3, 2, or 1, which he gets. So he has found the ruins 1 to 5. So he is good there. Done. The captain, with these guys in tow, is going to march 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. And I think spiders do appear. Patter Mountain is going to be a spider. Up here. Oh, and the guard is done also. The wizard goes to here. And the wizard has completed Explore Mountain. That's his last mountainy bit. So let's mark that down in his sheet, because that's 2 points. And we really, at this point, need a couple points to happen here, because we're not getting a ton of points generated for these guys. After the last game, and he pulls the challenge. So let's roll the challenge while we're thinking about it. We get a D6 for who? D6 plus 2. 3, so the soldiers, the top soldier at the small campfire. So we're going to put soldiers at small camp. And he is there. Okay. What else do we got here? What else do we got? We got, I think that's it, right? We got a fight. We do have the captain. So let's do these in order-ish. Let's do the captain first. The captain is going to consult demon. So let's go to the captain sheet here. Consult demon. Encounter a demon while it's done hidden. The fiend blocks you but doesn't battle you. You get a VP. So he does get consult. So the captain is up to 3 points in cards. So that's pretty cool for the captain. Captain gets consult. He gets an amulet to remove curses. Discard any of your quest pile and choose one from the discard. Look at the chits on any tile or the treasure spell in any site. The first move of the day can be a teleport to a random clearing to any tile. Learn a type 5 spell and convert 2 magic chits to cast it. That's a little dicey. The captain, I don't know what I would turn to. Maybe 2 M4s, one fight, one move might go. That's not great to cast a single spell. Now, the funny part is, you know what? That is weirdly intriguing. So, if anything, the one thing I love about this game is, and I do love the quest cards, even though, of course I do. It's home. I did it, so I do enjoy it. Um, is that in any other situation, the captain would never think of that type 5 spell. That's a dumb choice, right? In this case, though, hopefully you're going to get at least a point because the wizard's the only other guy that's going to get a spell, probably. But you might win spells because you have 2 places you can learn another spell. Like you might be able to make something of that. And you're going to have the black book and the blasted jewel. And so let's say, for instance, this is a dumb for instance, but let's say that you got black book and you read the black book and you awakened drain life. This is a type 5 0-time chit to cast a spell that is an insta-kill on any size creature, and you have a times 0. As long as you can hit with your times 0 chit, you're a winner. I mean, that would be crazy good, right? The captain would literally become death. he would just be like, you're in the book. He'd have the death note, effectively. Write your name in the book, and you'd keel over dead. Now, the Dark Desire is really good, too. And, the discard pile isn't the best, but... I wish I didn't do that. Can I undo that? Let me undo that. Yeah, that is, whoa, hey, stop that. Okay. The captain. Gift exchange would be great. Like you essentially you could with what he has, consult demon. That change of heart is effectively a free point. If you want a free point, you can take a free point because you could easily turn the elven slippers in for something that you want from the soldiers as a for instance. And there you go, done, free point. Now you have to get to the soldiers. That's non-trivial because it's this way. Do you go for the spell, knowing you have all that extra black magic? Or do you just take the teleport, the Dark Desires, and take the teleport? Oh, and we burned the gray source, by the way. That's another easy thing to do. Let's actually... Yeah, we burned the gray source. I don't know what to take. The only thing I don't like about turning 2 of my chits would be that you're turning 2 of these chits. Like 2 of these chits, that makes you a much crappier fighter all of a sudden. And it's not ideal. And you are planning on selling, your some of this crap to fund the guard till the end of the game. So you don't have, ideally you'd like to sell the blasted jewel if you could for $30, and that would get you your guys. I'm going to take the damn spell. I'm taking the spell. I am taking the spell. Give me those type 5 spells. There they are. So let's put those. Oops. Put those right here. Let's shuffle the heck out of them. The captain gets a random type 5 spell. Now, the thing is, yeah, random type 5. Boom, he's going to pull it. He gets broomstick. Now, broomstick not so useful for the captain. And he's going to convert 2 of these things. So, probably the Witch King is our best bet for 1 asterisk black. Yeah. I think I'm going to take 2 of these and convert them. That's a little dicey because now we're a little more tired for sure. And those go away. I don't know why I'm loath to delete them, but those go away. And so he is his done. So there you go. So now the captain has also 2 spells that he has learned, or 1 spell. I'm sorry, 1 spell he's learned. So that's pretty cool. Consult Demon goes away, so let's move that to the discard pile. Draw another quest, Dragon Slayer, and we'll flip that. So he has Dragon Slayer and Lucky Day. That's good because if he's going to read runes, he's going to need luck. Okay, so that is done. So the captain's done with his demon consult. Demon's like, okay, man. Now we have the slightly less, the more dire situation here. We've got these guys. I am not a giant fan of these guys, so we're going to T3 obviously under our helmet. Our axe is unreadied. Doesn't really matter because we can't actually we can't win that fight anyway. We're gonna have to play that T6 here, and we're gonna have to aim at this guy because this is the guy that if he hits us, we are dead. And we can only play T moves, and there you go, done, which we have for sure. The only problem is as we run out of moves, like we have a lot of fights, so we can burn a lot of fight chits here. So we gotta hope to kill this tremendous quick. And that's it. That's what we got to hope for. Kill him quick. I hope I hit him first thing. So let's see what happens. 1 or a 4, baby. It's a 5, so no good. These guys shift down and he shifts up. Let's look and see who flips or who doesn't flip. He's gonna flip. That is bad news. And the last guy doesn't flip. I think the dwarf's in serious trouble here. So we are going to miss this guy. This guy is going to hit us. He's going to bust the helmet. We're going to wound 1 chit. So that's the one we're going to wound. That's the one we're going to wound. And we're going to fatigue 1 chit. I think we're going to fatigue this H5. And now we are back. This weapon has flipped, so that's good. It's a time 4, but that doesn't help us against trolls. Does not help us against trolls. And now we're just in trouble. Like, this guy's going to serious wound us. The nice thing, at least, is anyone that does, we hit first. So we have a 1/3 chance of getting getting the guy we need here. And if we do it, no, it's a 5 again. So we are, oh my, we are in big trouble. So these guys move down, this guy moves up. I hope he doesn't flip, because if he doesn't flip, he only does a single wound, and he only does a single wound, so that's good. And we're hoping the guy on the bottom flips, and he does flip over. Done. But we miss again, and we're going to have to fatigue and wound again. So we take a wound, and I suppose this is getting bad fast. I suppose we're going to wound this. I don't necessarily want to wound this, because if I do manage to kill that guy, then this is a nice way to slow play the fight. So I want to keep this. And we have to fatigue one. So I'm going to fatigue this one because I can't play it right now because I'm carrying the damn chest. And that's fine. All right, next round. We're still looking for that mystical, magical 1 or a 4. 1/3 chance. No. These two guys flip. That doesn't flip over. That doesn't flip over. We're going to take a wound and a fatigue again. So, yay. I'm going to fatigue. I'm going to wound this. I'm going to fatigue this to bring this back. We're just having some bad luck here. By now, you should get that 1/3 chance popping up. 4. Everybody stays put. That's what we needed. So everybody's going to miss except for this hit right here, which goes first. It does tremendous damage to the Tremendous Troll. Tremendous Troll is dead. We take no wounds. We do have to fatigue a chit. We'll fatigue that chit. Our weapon does flip over to there, and we can now switch our play around a little bit. So that's good for the dwarf. That's a start, I suppose. We needed that. We needed that to happen. We needed that to happen round like 2, not round 4. So be it. We need to check to see if anybody flips over, right? So let's do that, even though I'd rather them not. He doesn't, and the second one doesn't. So there you go. So no one flips. So okay, let's kill this troll. 1 and 4. 1 and 4. Nope, 3. These two switch. That sucks, so that sucks. And now we check for flipping, and we'd rather he didn't. He doesn't, and neither does he. So we wound one, but we do not have to fatigue one, so that's good. We're going to wound. I mean, again, it doesn't matter. We're going to wound as few asterisks as possible, simply because it's going to be a pain to rest. Because we don't get we don't quite get the same advantages as we would with the crappy short legs. Let's do this. Troll. 4. Everybody stays put. Oh, and we miss. So this does flip, by the way. So the nice thing is, with that flipping, he will hit him first. So that's good, because otherwise we'd have got tagged again. He flips over, and the other troll does not. So we kill this guy, and this flips over because we hit this round. No fatigues, and no wounds. So that's great. Now this time we will commit to fatiguing so that we can not take another wound. If he lines up, we want to equal his time. That's worth one more fatigue. 6. So he's going to flop down there and not flip. We're going to fatigue 1. So that's going to be this. We're going to drag this back. But now our weapon has flipped over. We can play this and win this battle. And now it's pretty much an insta-win. It's either this or 2 rounds go by and nothing happens. So he flops down to the bottom. Does he flip? He does. And now we need a 1 or a 4. 4. So he lines up, and we are going to hit him, whether or not he flips. And we're going to get the first shot, and he kills him. So that's that. That's the battle. The dwarf, wounds 4, fatigues 3, 5 asterisks. He gets 8 plus 10 plus 15. So 25, 33 prowess in total. So that's a pretty good haul in prowess. These guys go to the Deadpool. Let's mark down that prowess before we forget. The poor dwarf has not done much up till now. Oops, he doesn't get any gold. He gets 10 of that. Oh, and I didn't actually do whatever the wizard. The wizard gets something for Explore Mountain, and I didn't actually check that. So let me do that. $10 gold and learn all paths. So he does get some money too. So there you go. I was thinking of jazzing that up somehow. Like just 10 gold is not a very exciting reward for that. So, but anyway, he gets 10 gold. So now he has 20 gold. So that's sort of cool. And he does get all the paths in the mountain, but he knows them all already, so it barely matters. Done. Okay. So the dwarf survives. And now he can actually do Survivor. If he can actually get to a dwelling, he's going to be able to pop Survivor. Now, the only problem with him getting to a dwelling is simply that it's going to take him however much time it takes to do that. So, we'll figure that out. In the meantime, it is ready to write day 11 here. So I think the wizard does need to get the warlock back to where he's going to go. That'll be a point for him. I think we need to rest. So I would rest. That's going to bring the 2 gold back. We'll do a spell phase. And then I'll move. Then we'll move. We'll move to 1. Okay? So he'll be close to where he needs to go. Black Knight. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think he's going to move to Deep Woods 3. Move, and move to Deep Woods 3. I don't think anything can really get to him there. So the captain, with all his newfound magical prowess, Dragon Slayer. I mean, he certainly can dragon slay this dragon with his brothers here, but it's a dicey proposition. That head kills any one of those guys that he hits, and I don't know that they can dodge him. I think they're all very slow, so this is a bad dragon for him to face. He already killed the right now. Again, the captain would also like Yeah, none of those. That's not great. That's not a great fight for him. That's a little better fight. These, of course, I think are auto kills, as are the spiders. I mean, the captain could also use the knight. The captain could also find the smith. This is a little bit of a clunky fight because he is going to hit somebody. And we would have to, on round one, suffer a power of the pit and effectively get lucky and line up on him. And we could do that. And there is a decent chance, because he's unarmored, that we will line up. So I suppose it's not the worst idea, but once he hits someone, he's going to kill them. So if we don't line up, then you got a guy dead. So I think what you do, I mean, we're not in this clearing. We are still in this clearing. So I think what the captain is going to do is we're going to hide, and we're going to search. And I think his guys are going to hide and search. No reason not to. We'll try to find the altar while we're here. And he is done. And the dwarf, the dwarf needs to limp. Dwarf really needs to limp back to civilization because he is hurting a little bit. Civilization is close though. So I think what we're going to do is the dwarf is going to, hold on, do we have a tremendous fight chit that's still in play? We actually don't. That's a little bit scary that would be a problem. I say we hide. Hide and then maybe rest. Do we have... This is. I mean, what I want. I do want to kill this guy. I do want to rescue this damsel, and just drag her back. That would be sort of the ideal case. But you are limited. He has to get a chit back. He has to get one of these tremendous chits back. And ideally, he wants to get this one back. Although doesn't really matter. This one will do also, but it's still 2 asterisks either way, right? He needs a tremendous chit because he can kill that guy on any tremendous, because that axe is going to flip to a 4 when he flips it over. So let's just do a hide and 2 rests, and then we will get to the next thing tomorrow. So I think this is for day 11. Yep, day 11. Okay, I think day 11's ready. Let's get a monster roll here for day 11, and then we will 6. So we got bats. Finally, bats rear their ugly bat heads. And the guard's going to go first, and then the captain, and then... So the guard is going to hide. And he does. So we'll put the guard on hidden. Then we're going to search 3 times. That's a fail, 1. That is a failure, 2. That's a failure, 3. Unfortunately, then, we draw bats to that very same clearing. So it's just a little dicier now. The captain is next, and the captain wants to hide. And he does, so that's good. So he is also hidden. And oops, now the captain is going to search 3 times for the altar. That's a fail, 1. That is a locate. So the captain finds the altar. So there you go. So he has found the altar. That's 2. This is his 3rd shot, and he is going to loot it. And that's a fail because there's only 4 treasures in the altar. He's done. No more bats. Black Knight is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing appears because it's bats. The dwarf is going to hide 1 die because he's in the caves. And he does. Then he rests twice. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring back. Let's move this chit. And then let's move. That H5 does us no good. Let's move this chit down to here. Done. I don't love that. Let's redo that. Let's bring that there. And let's go 1, 2. We'll bring the T6 back. Done. So he is done. And I don't think anything appears. And then the wizard is going to rest twice. So he brings back both gold type 3s. He flips that one, and he moves 1 spot closer to the inn to bring the warlock home. And that's it. That's day 11. For day 12, I think we're going to move to the inn. So we're going to turn in the warlock. So that'll be another point for the wizard. And now we need to get on to doing the rest of what we need to do here. So I think he goes up there. He's unfriendly with, so he's not going to stick around. So he goes up 1, 2, 3, 4. He can now run from everything that exists in there. So he will go into Borderland 2. So he's going to move to the inn, move to BL2, and he's going to have 2 taken care of. So he is done. The Black Knight is going to move 3 times to the Horde and search once. Done. The captain does need to get his. Oh wait, I'm sorry. So that night, hold on. We do have a choice of whether we're going to fight or not. And what I'm going to say is, yes, we are going to fight. So let's drag these guys to the captain's area. And so what we're going to have, so the only problem that we have is that we greatly decrease So I am going to take the bat. Actually, here's what I'll do. So round one, no one is unhidden. Everybody is hidden. I do need my guy here. Round one, everybody hidden. I am going to target the bat. Doesn't really matter. I have a 1/3 chance of hitting the bat coming out of hiding. Done. Let's do that. If I get a 1 or a 4, the bat dies on round one, effectively. And I do not get a 1 or a 4. So that happens. And now we roll to see if he flips, and he does flip. So there you go. Done. We miss. The weapon's alerted. Doesn't matter, but it's alerted. And now everybody's on his sheet. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag everybody over. So we're going to deploy now all our buds to the demon sheet. I don't think a time 4 does us any better or worse than a time 5, strangely enough. So everybody's going to go. So the demon gets pulled off the sheet. The bat remains on the captain's sheet for this round. We're going to play our move M3, and we'll play our attack M5 down here. And honestly, we'll actually play here. So we'll play right there. That'll bust. If that breaks, then we take $11. Done. We're hoping to kill this guy round one. If we don't kill him round one, we're in a little bit of trouble. So let's hope for round one down here. So let's see how this goes first. Four. So everybody lines up. Perfect. Does the bat flip or not? The bat does not flip. He's going to hit me first. He's going to destroy this. We're going to take 11 gold. So this is going to get destroyed. I'm going to take a wound. So I'm going to wound one chit. I will wound. I'm going to wound this one. But the bat is dead. And we have to fatigue a move. So we will fatigue this one. And we are done on this side. Over here, these guys have to go. And this could be a total disaster still. So let's see where the demon goes. The demon goes right there, right across the top. So now we're hoping one of these two sides lines up. Neither of these sides is going to line up, which is too bad. Actually, it will. This guy goes down. This guy goes up. Thank goodness. And then this guy goes down to the bottom. Does the first guy flip? No. Does the second guy flip? Yes. Does the third guy flip? No. So this is round 2. Weapon speed goes first. He's going to hit him first with a power of the pit. And this is where it could all go wrong. Could we just get a nice 6 or some bullshit like that? Whew! 5. Forget. All of his magic hits are gone. But that's fine. He takes H-star damage, which kills him. We get 3. And so what order did that actually happen in? We attacked with a time 5. He attacks with a time 5. His weapon's a length 8, so he actually hits him first. The demon dies first, so we actually get 14 prowess. So the captain is sitting on 26 prowess and 11 gold. Wizard is sitting on 20 gold. So the demon's dead. One bat is dead. That worked out pretty well, actually. And that's the combat there. And I think we don't have any more fights. And now that smith is ours to find. Dragging him back to the guardhouse would be so sweet. Yeah, that'd be sweet. That would be pretty interesting. In the meantime, so we were writing day 12. So we got day 12, day 12. We needed a day 12 for this guy. Now we found the altar already. And we also technically found the smith, right? So that's cool. So we actually have found him because we did locate already, I believe, on this space, right? Did we locate? Did we locate? We did. Oh, geez. Okay, hold on. I do hate this. I hate if you accidentally drop something on the sheet, then you are screwed by definition. So we're going to delete the smith. I need him again, by the way. That sucks. Okay. Nope, he is still gone. Okay. Oh, maybe he's up there. Nope, he's not up there. He is dead and gone, the smith. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this, search through it, and get the smith done. So there you go. And then delete this. I don't need that anymore. Done. So the smith is going to the captain. And we are going to drag him back to the guardhouse. I don't know if... Oh, there he is. Okay, geez. All right. Actually, let's put him on. We're going to have a little stack here. So... do we do more of that? Do we take the next 2 days? Can we get to a place and sell stuff? Do we wait for the guard to leave us to trade with them, to sell them crap, to hire them again? I don't know. I do like. So this is another one of those where you would just tag team this dude effectively. And I think he's an auto kill on one guy. Because if he hits, you would flip to the T4 side. And you would hit him with a T4 and you would undercut and your weapon is longer. And so you would get that done. So I mean, we could go in there, kill him. We could kill these serpents and then get the young knight. And then we would have to effectively clunk back. Clunk back to the guardhouse to take the smith back. It's probably worth the VP for the knight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Although I think we found a couple of these because the deep woods. Yeah, we found all the green deep woods. So we can go from here 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1 day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 days. 3, 2, 3. So in 3 days, we can be back to the guardhouse, drag the smith back. And I suppose you take the extra sharpness star on your weapon because then you're over strengthening and doing medium star damage, which kills tremendous unarmored creatures. I would assume. Let's get the knight. Let's get the darn knight. Let's do it. So what I'm going to do is we're going to Hide twice. Hide. Then we're going to move to the knight. And then these guys are going to follow. And done. And the dwarf now can extra hide. I mean, I can really, to some degree, do whatever. I can hide again and move. I could rest and move. I technically do not need to rest to make this happen. So we're going to hide and get to the dragon, and then we're going to see what we can do against that dragon. Oh, and you know what? So again, we can use the evil tip, right? Because we were in the clearing, we can run out that night. So the dwarf can be in the sunshine here. Although then his first thing has to be a move, so he actually can't. So he's going to keep his move. So it's going to be an extra hide, a hide, and a move to the dragon. So I think that's it. I think day 12, we are settled. Very, very exciting here for day 12. So let's get it done. Oof, more bats. That is not what I wanted to see, if I'm to be quite honest with you. Did not want to see that. All right, let's see who moves when. Wizard is first. The guard will wait till the captain to go, of course. And we are done. So the wizard goes first. The wizard's going to pop up here, drop off the warlock, 1, 2, and then 3, and nothing appears. So we will score warlock. That is our 4th card done. I think we're sporting about 4.5 points here. So that's sort of cool. And he is done. The dwarf is going to hide twice. He does, and then he moves up here. So he is done. The captain going to hide. And he's going to try to get to the knight. And he does hide. And he does go to here. And then 2 bats appear, which sort of sucks because I like this tile a lot better if there's not 4 monsters on it. But there are currently 4 monsters on it. Because one of those damn monsters is going to be on you at some point. So that is not ideal. Now, the thing is, the bats can't hurt any of these dudes. The serpents can once they flip. This is probably actually an easy fight for the guard. So maybe we're just going to roll with it here. So good enough. Captain will probably remain hidden the entire time. And the Black Knight is going to go 1, 2, 3, I believe, right? Black Knight, move, move, move. And he's going to cert the horde. He needs a 4 or a 1, and he gets a 4. So he is going to locate the horde. So that is his 2nd card point. So that's sort of cool for him. And he gets Spider Slayer. It's a very good one for him. He can easily kill a spider. Unfortunately, the horde is somewhat looted out. So we have two. Let's do this fight first because I think this is a gimme. So the dwarf, the dragon is not on the dwarf sheet. The dwarf is creeping, hidden. He will ready his axe with that chit. Then he's going to play this. And then he's going to kill this dragon because he's going to undercut the dragon's move time. That's the thing about tremendous creatures is since they don't flip, they don't have a good, like, you know what you need to kill them. There's no uncertainty there. So he comes in, does tremendous damage, kills this guy. That is the fight for the dwarf, 100%. Dwarf's going to score 10. 10 more kill points. So that brings him to 43 kill points. So that's cool. So I haven't marked that down, so let me do that. Dragon goes on the kill pile, and now the layer is there for the taking for the dwarf. And now we have this fight, this clunky fight. So I think what's going to happen is the captain remains hidden, and he's going to lure one of the dudes. So he's going to lure this bat to this guy, this serpent to this dude right there. So if he flips, you want to be on this side because he doesn't want to get auto hit. This is nothing. You don't want to get auto hit here. So he's going to remain on this side. I think this guy is going to lure this dude, same deal. And then this guy is going to not, he's going to take one of the bats, and then the other bat will randomly go to one of the other guys. It is 4, so it goes to this guy. Done. We are aiming for the serpents in all cases. Well, not in all cases, obviously. Now, once we kill one of these things, then the captain can jump in on one of the bats. But the captain right now does not want any heat. So he's going to let his guys take this. So first things first, 2. So this guy flops down to the bottom. Does he flip? He does flip. So now everybody's going to miss. And he is done. Here, 3. So these guys switch. Does the bat flip? Does the serpent flip? No, no, and no. The serpent hits for medium damage. He hits for medium damage. Medium damage is not enough to hurt these guys. These guys need heavy damage. And this is a no-brainer because this guy is either going to line up or not. It does not matter. So that's round 1, and literally nothing happens round 1. So that's a little bit of a bummer. It does mean that, the captain probably figures the captain will play a fight to ready his weapon. So he'll play like an M3-2 to fatigue. So he's going to fatigue. Let's do round 2. So round 2, the serpent doesn't stay put. Does the serpent flip? No. Okay, who goes where? Everybody stays put here, so that's good. Does the serpent flip or not? He does. Okay. Next one, down here. Anybody stay put? Nope, he goes here. Does he flip? No. Okay, so this guy hits him and kills him. The serpent attacks at the same time with a shorter weapon, and so that is the first death, and we're done there. So now the captain has fatigue. He fatigues one of these. And now he can play his now readied short sword, I suppose. And I don't know that he can't do any. Well, he can attack the bats. So he's just going to put his thing right there, and done. So round 3, these guys stay put. Does the serpent flip? Yep, he does, and he's going to die. It's going to do medium damage to this guy, and then get his head whacked off by a giant sword. The giant bat lines up. He's going to do medium damage, get whacked. And then finally down here, and we're sure this is going to be, oh no, a 6. So he goes all the way down the bottom, dodging everybody. Does he flip? He does not flip. I mean, I'm going to, at this point, deploy everybody to his sheet. So I'm going to do this. He's the target. 1 attacks. He attacks. I'm going to attack. There you go. Everybody's on this bat now. So where does the bat go? The bat stays put. Where do all the humans go? The humans, he stays put. He goes, these guys flip. So yeah, he is dead. These 2 guys kill that bat. Done. And he does medium damage to these heavy guys. So we got 4 and 8 is 12. Plus 9 is 21. Plus 12 is 33. So the captain is going to score 33, bringing him to 59 prowess. So the captain has started to really take that prowess score here and him and what? The dwarf, I suppose, are on a little bit of a race. Now we encounter the young knight. The young knight can join the captain if the captain so desires by paying $4. The captain will pay $4. Young knight. Done. And so $4 to cover her expenses, -4. And a victory point, more importantly. So the captain's up to 4 points. And he's winning most of the categories. So he is definitely in our lead this second week, for sure. Now, he has to hire his guys, but he'll probably do... Oh, so we need to figure out what the young knight is. So we roll a single die, roll 1d6 to figure out who it is. 1. H64M4, it looks like a spearman. This guy, it's a pikeman. So we'll put that's a captain's buddy now, and done. So we're going to get rid of this. We'll get rid of this. Oops. Oh, this is the deck. Where the hell? Okay, I'm not sure exactly how that happened. That certainly wasn't the case before, but we're going to put this in the discard pile anyway. The young warlock got scored, so we'll put that there anyway. These 3 have left to be scored. Oh no, the monastery was scored. We'll leave it, but we'll put it up here in case someone wants to use the monastery. We will leave that card there. So we've scored a lot of our cards here this week. Now the damsel is there, and the dwarf takes the damsel. So that's sort of nice. So he's got her in tow. And we have to roll for her dwelling. So let's roll a d6. It's the small campfire. So guess what? It is unlikely that I'm going to search for the small campfire, but we can take her to any dwelling. I'm just going to put that there, and we'll get the victory point. It's just we won't get the extra reward. So I think that was a very eventful day 12 here. Let's look at the wizard. The wizard has marked off 1 clearing in the borderland, so he has marked off clearing 2. I mean, I think we would be remiss if we didn't go. So I'm going to move to the layer, going to hide and search again. I think that's fine. I think the Black Knight, do you spend the day getting rid of your cards? Pilgrimage, sacrifice. We're looking for the shrine. Could be here in the cliff, could be in the caves, could be in the crag. But that's it. Oh, it could be in the high pass. Where is the shrine? Is the shrine 4? 4 is not so bad. 6 or 3. I don't think it's 6. Might be 3. I actually just don't remember, which sort of sucks, by the way. You know, do we take the 1 day it's going to take to go there? It's going to actually take probably 2 days to get there, really, if we're being honest. And do we try to loot 1 treasure out of the damn horde? That sounds like a losing proposition. If you could find one, though, let's do this. Let's search 1 day. There you go. You got 1 day of it. The captain with the young knight in tow, is going to start heading back. So do we know? Do we have the ledges? We do. We have both ledges. So we can just go 1, 2, 3, 4 and probably be safe. Well, no, not necessarily. Well, we can be safe. Yeah, so I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to move to Ruins 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move, Ruins 5. Done. And the reason we're doing that is to turn in the Smith. And if we happen to draw the little dragons, perfect. So that's his day 13. And now it is the dwarf's day 13. The dwarf could use a rest for sure. So the dwarf is going to move into the valley. So we're going to move into the valley and then rest 2 times. We're going to take a little bit of a snooze here, and we are done. So that is day 13 written. Let's see where we end up here as far as 2. So we get serpents and demons again. Okay. And we get the wizard going first. The guard is following, so these 2 go together. So wizard first. The wizard's going to go here. I think he hid. He did, so let's hide. We'll roll the hide right now, just right here. He is hidden, and we're looking for a 4 or a 1 to find. And he finds it. So he finds the lair, and the wizard actually gets first dibs on the 7 treasures that are left in there. So the wizard is going to draw the 5th treasure. So the wizard draws Quick Boots. Wow, that is great for the wizard. So he is going to activate those as soon as possible, which technically is, I think the next day. But anyway, because that is a move medium M3. One of the problems the wizard has is he can't run from anything. He is pretty slow. Sleep gets him out of that, but you can only do sleep once, and then you gotta recharge it. So this is Flame Sword. So Quick Boots are a great treasure for him. So he is done with his day. Now we have the captain and his guys. So all these guys are going 1, 2, 3, 4. He ends up here. Serpents and demons aren't going to show up there. We are done. The Black Knight goes, do we have... Oh, he's going to search 4 times here, hoping to get a 2 or a 1 and get one of the treasures out of there. And he gets a 4, so that's 1 fail. 2 failures. Come on, give me something. 3 failures. 4 failures. So that was sort of a bust. I don't think we're going to stay and do that much more. And then the dwarf is going to go 1, 2 with the damsel in tow. And now he is going to rest 2 times. So what makes sense to bring back? I say we bring, I mean, it barely matters. I say we bring this back. That's 1. And then 2. We need to be able to fatigue a move potentially. Done. So there you go. We brought 2 back. And we are done. And that was day 13. I don't think there's anything going on. I think day 13 is a quiet, quiet day. Of course, I think the dwarf probably also needs to stick around and loot that lair, but I think we're going to turn the damsel in and turn our survivor in since we've wounded. So we're going to score some points here before it's all over. The dwarf likes the company, so he could at least chat with those boys a little bit. So it is day 14. We are ending our second week here. There's gray magic in every clearing for the wizard's sake, I suppose. And we need to figure out, what is the wizard going to do? Well, I think he might as well search 4 times. I hate to say it. That sucks a little bit for the dwarf, but we're going to search 4 times. I think we're going to go 1, 2. Do we want to dive into the mountain? That seems dicey. How about I search twice and then move to 5. And I will spend 1 day up here and then come back. Okay? Hopefully we get a spider, actually, is what I'm really hoping for. The captain is booking it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's going to go to Deep Woods 3. Move. Deep Woods 3. And the dwarf is going to... he's going to take his 2 moves to the inn. So he's going to move to the inn. And he's going to rest and rest. He'll hide just in case. He's going to ditch his quests and so on and so forth. So for day 14, we're doing dangerous day 7s here. So we rolled 2 dice. Both 1. So the dragons come back. So that's interesting. We're going to get the horde back and the lair are both going to come back. The company is going to leave. Strangely enough, they'll be right back, but they leave, and that's it. So now we check, and we get pretty much that. So the wizard is first. The wizard is going to loot 4 times. He gets the 5th treasure from the lair. Vial of healing. Sort of useless. That's 1. This is 2. He gets the 5th card again. Seven League Boots. 3, he gets the 6th card. So I think he gets nothing. Yeah, he gets nothing. And the last one is the 5th card. Also, I believe, nothing. Yeah. So he gets more boots. Got a lot of boots. This is also cool. It's just not as cool for him. So he's going to leave those inactive for now. Now what happens, for better or worse, is this guy appeared. And jumps on the wizard. Now the wizard can run from him. So that's nice and easy. But that is a thing. Wizard's done. The captain goes 1, 2, 3, 4. The horde appears. So this guy appears. Boom. Now that's going to be a problem for the Black Knight. The Black Knight just got caught. The poor Black Knight is going to have a hard time. I think he might be in for a bruising here. In fact, I'm not sure that he can actually even manage that. Like I don't know that he can survive that. I think he might be dead right there. I suppose I should have thought of. I should have thought of this. I suppose that was a little bit brazen of me on day 14 to be sitting on the site and trying to find it with such a low chance to find it. Because the problem is this is a 3. He's going to hit him every round. So he just can't not get hit by it. And I don't think he has any way to stop that. He has he can't even play a move fast enough. That dragon absolutely kills the Black Knight. I should have just hid or moved at least. The dwarf goes up here. He's going to turn the damsel in here. So that's going to end her reign of terror. No. So he's going to score that point. So he scores 2 points here. He scores damsel. And he scores survivor. Because he got 3 chits wounded and survived it. So we're going to put that away. We're going to draw a quest for him there. The company shows up. He's going to hide and rest too, I believe. He does hide, and he does rest one more time. I think we're just going to pop that there. So he also gets a tough chit. So he gets 1 extra chit. So he gets a 1 asterisk chit that can be wounded or fatigued. There you go. And that scores him 2 points, which is pretty nice. Damn it. I would love to get the Black Knight a hide. I would love to give him a 1-shot out of there, a little mulligan, because that's bad on my part for being in there. But fact of the matter is, we're gonna search once, we don't pull anything, and then we are dead. Because I was gonna try to get to here, and that's fine. And it wouldn't even have mattered had I moved away. As if I wasn't hidden, this guy is going to pop right on me because he is prowling today. So the Black Knight gets prowled by the tremendous flying dragon, and I think that's the end for him. I do not think there is any possible way that he survives this. Because he's going to get hit on round 1 by either the head or the body, and then from there on, it is squirming until death. Is there any dodging, anything he can do? I do not believe so. I think he is dead. So the Black Knight dies on day 14. Stinks a little bit. I am a bad player. I'm a terrible player of this game. All right, Black Knight is gone. So let's just, let's discard these. I mean, I mean, technically, his crap would. We'd have to figure out what was damaged or killed or whatever. Um, that's a great question. I'll roll that out at some point. I'll roll that out in a quiet moment by myself here. For now, we're going to take him off the board. So what I want to do is I want to go over. I want to go over what we have currently and see the scores for the week here. So the captain, I'm sorry, the wizard has $20, 5 prowess, 4 cards. My guess is that yeah, that's not going to cut it. Prowess, he's out. So the Black Knight wasn't scoring any prowess either at this point. Neither is the wizard. No prowess for him. He does have 4 card points. He is winning gold because I don't think anybody else has any gold left. So he's going to get 6 points in total by the end of week 2. Let's take a look at the scores real quick. There you go. Next. Oh, we got a little bug in here. Okay. Yeah. All right. Violating the bro code, bug. I don't care if I don't see you. The captain, of course, is now making some hay with his buddies. He has 59 prowess, only 7 gold now, so he can't win. He can't. He doesn't qualify for any points in gold, but he does qualify for the most prowess. He qualifies for the most great treasures, and right now, because of a fluke in the universe, he qualifies for the most points in spell because he consorted with the demons. I believe that's going to put him at 10 points with 4 card points and winning 3 categories outright. The dwarf. The dwarf scored 2 points at the very end there. He's got second place in prowess. That only gives him 3 points. So that's a little bit pathetic. But let's not count the dwarf out. The dwarf has scored his 2 points. He's got thief. He's going to turn all his cards in. Actually, I think he literally turns them all in because I don't think thief's a good one for him. And he's going to draw 3 cards. And he's going to get Diplomat, Bridge Magic, and Treasure Cache. I think Bridge Magic's a little bit much for him. So he gets Diplomat or Ogres, Diplo Ogres. Bridge Magic, so cross 3 bridges. Bridge Magic. And Treasure Cache in the Lost Castle. Hey, Ekted, how are you? Oops, message retracted. Sorry. So, I don't know that hand is much better than his hand was before. The Lost Castle, at least he knows where it is. So it's up here. So that's a little bit of a haul, but it's just up here. So he could go get that. I think he still wants to get to the caves and take advantage of the caves. Oh, no, you can. I mean, you can use my name. I just didn't see your message in time. I'm sorry. I mean, if you fully dox me, I'll be a little bit annoyed. but but I use most of my name online anyway, which is probably dumb in this day and age. But I'm old enough that when I did the internet, I could do that, so I still do it. But how are you? So yeah, I don't know that that's any better. I mean, the dwarf isn't going to traipse around the woods looking for the ogres. Bridge magic's a little bit of a bitch for him. He can cross this bridge. That's easy. Technically, I suppose he could force his way down and cross this one. But the problem with the dwarf doing that is that costs him twice as many days as everybody else. He's a day here, and then a day here. Oh yeah, yeah. I every so often, I haven't done it in a while, but yes, every so often I try to stream. And since it's Friday for a long weekend, I figured we could get maybe a week, maybe more, maybe two weeks done. And I'm still putting the scores up while I look at the dwarves' options here. So, but yeah, no, welcome. Good to see anyone watching these is good to see. Um, so I don't know that I like that hand any better than he already has. He could do them, and ultimately he will have to cross this bridge to get to the caves where he all would like to go at the end. So maybe that's fine. Maybe that's a point for him. Maybe that's an okay point for him. So interesting. And the wizard has managed to get three, right? One and three. So he has three done in Borderlands. So let me mark that. So, all right. That is day 14. Our scores are as such. The captain is winning 10-6, but remember, six of those points are category points, so they are fluid, right? The dwarf gets another couple kills. He takes over that point. If the wizard actually finds a place to learn a spell, who the hell knows when that gets to happen? Um, he's going to take some of those points away potentially from the captain. So we will see how it goes here in the next week or two. I am going to take 2 minutes to hit the restroom and get a quick drink. I will be back and we will draw cards because we do need to grab some cards here for the next week. So I will focus on the cards here. I will hit the be right back. I will be indeed right back. Give me 2 minutes. Let me grab something. Uh, all right. I will be back in a second. All right. Let's get this back here. All right, we're back. So we're gonna start week 3. Thanks to you, Board Game School, and Jean-Michel Grochu. I don't know. I'm not a French speaker. I picked up TTS starting to learn MR again. Excellent. That's awesome. This is truly is my favorite board game of all time. It is such a pretty game in terms of not only the look. Now, of course, this is the Kareem's his redesign, which is pretty, by the way. But it's a beautiful game just in terms of how it's weirdly balanced and, on a knife's edge of, all the different characters have their different gig and they're balanced with these chits. It's a very cool design. No other game that I have played has sort of scratched that same itch for me. And I played Runebound and Mage Knight and Return of the Heroes and, right, there's just a ton of them that I have played, but none of them quite get me the same place as Magic Realm does. So I am certainly happy that you're back to it. So let's get our week events here for week 3. Let's shuffle this deck. Amazing weather. Well, there you go. So that's interesting because that's always a good one for the characters. So that's the first one. Second one is simply the elf pathfinder. So maybe a little boring there. And then the third event is the lost scholar. So we don't need him. The lost scholar we probably should find. So there's the lost scholar. Now, where the heck is he going to go is the question. So let's roll a d10 and a d6. 8 and 5. So 8 is the ledges. 8 and 5. So ledges 5. So right there, he is being tormented by a giant spider. The elf pathfinder is going to appear at a dwelling, and that dwelling is the inn. So for, I think, $6, the rest of the game, you can use all the paths. That's pretty good. And then amazing weather. So I always have, the occasional problem remembering that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out, my Sunny Peace Pack here, and we will copy it, and then we'll go to each sheet, and I'm going to put it right here. So if I can't remember that it's sunny, well, that's really a problem. that is my fault if I cannot remember that I get an extra phase every day. Even the lowly dwarf will take an extra sunlight phase. Yeah, I do agree. Ekted said 100 really simple things overlapping in complex ways. Yeah, I agree. I think that is a neat strength of it. I mean, I think a lot of old game systems, so to speak, and by old I mean the ones that I played growing up. First edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons is a bunch of crappy systems thrown together, and those systems sort of tweak in, either indirectly or directly manipulate each other. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Nothing about AD&D was elegant. Oh, hey, Jim. Nothing about D&D was elegant. But it was a very fun game anyway, right? And there's a lot of reasons for that. But the one is that whole, I used to jokingly call it the Gygax or the Bethesda effect, because I feel the same way about Skyrim. Skyrim sucks. If you take any piece of Skyrim alone, it's a terrible game. The crafting sucks. The magic is sort of dull. The fighting is simply click and swing your mouse. Click fest. But all the stuff together makes an experience. And I think a lot of old games sort of work like that. A lot of old simulation-y RPGs and war games and so on. Magic Realm is no different, but I think it's it's a pretty tight design for that kind of design. It's not just haphazard shit all thrown together. Each of these monsters has a specific role, and those numbers are very meaningful, right? So it's very interesting. Um, so the interesting thing about this week is that we have weather, but we really only have one point scoring chance on the board, and that's on ledges 5. That's right here. Everywhere else has been taken. So every other point scoring chance is taken. In fact, the Dwarven Smith is right here with the captain. So that is not in play right now. The only thing I didn't do, and I should have figured out, is did the Black Knight stuff take any damage? Let's for giggles say no, and he just got eaten, swallowed whole by this guy. The captain does have Dragon Slayer. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, just the weapon weight, sharpness, and is an amazing system of interactions, right? And all the times on all the chits and all the times on all the denizens, are, like I said, honed very well. Just in a crazy fashion where you go, okay, this guy is good for this niche, and this guy is good for this other niche of fighting because of his chits and how the monsters are all laid out. I've looked at all different supplements and adding creatures, and you go, yeah, but man, none of them are. It's just one of those where it's not quite as balanced as the original design, and so just something to think about, right? When and it's so sweet too, because a lot of games are just like, well, you have a combat score and you roll and add this, and he rolls and adds that, and you might win or lose based on that. And this is nothing like that. It is let's say deep, but it's pretty darn deep for what you end up having to do. So all right, so we've got our stuff. Let's actually get our days here. So the wizard is we're writing the wizard first. Oh, right. And the wizard gets jumped by this. So he's going to have to run first before anything else. So he looted. And the question is, where does he want to end up? Because he's going to run out whichever direction he would like. That's a good question. Ideally, he wants to explore the borderland. And so I think he's going to go here. So that's where he ends up when he runs at the end of day 14. So sorry about that. And we do have to, oh, he's hidden. So he is good. All right. So the wizard is going to move here. And, geez. And I think what we're going to do is we're gonna, oh man, this M3 is hard to give up because it really makes him faster than a lot of things. But while he has sleep ready with the gold magic, he's gonna put the 7 league boots on because he gets an extra move to the 7 league boots. So we're gonna do that. So we're gonna go 1, 2, and I hate to say it, but we're probably gonna go 1, 2, 3. I think the trolls are gone. The trolls are in the dead pile. So he can go 1, 2, 3 and get most of his borderlands done. He'll have one more clearing to clear before he gets another 2 points. So we're going to go 5, 4, 6. Move 5, move 4, move 6. And he is done for the day. So that's the wizard. Black Knight is dead because I'm a dummy and I killed him. And he gets one extra, and he does get one extra sunlight phase, but he doesn't have sunlight phases today because he hit a cave. So he just gets his move 5, move 4, move extra move 6. Done. All right. And so now we have the captain. So the captain Uh, the captain could just walk around the dragon because he knows all these paths. He does have to get these guys hired again. It's not a huge deal if he doesn't instantly get them hired. Because he can, because they'll be in the clearing he leaves them in. What he doesn't want to do is leave them somewhere and walk away and have to come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With an extra move, he could go here. And the funny part is he could then do an extra higher phase. So I think that's what he's going to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he'll end up at the guardhouse. So move, and extra move to the guardhouse. And then he'll do an extra higher phase because now he's in a dwelling and he can extra higher. In the meantime, you can decide whether we're going to turn this envoy in and dump it because I don't know that we necessarily need it. And that gives him one higher and maybe, well, he doesn't have any cash. So the higher phase is sort of bullcrap. So I don't think that's going to do him any good. You're absolutely correct. In that case, that is a waste of time. That's a waste of a day. So in that case, and we got to be very, very, very much on with our days. I think we might try to kill this guy again. And we've already killed him. And really it comes down to this 30% chance that this thing flips. Because if this flips, then this guy becomes super slow and easy to deal with. But this head is a pain in the ass. It can kill any one of the guard. But I really, really, really... Now we could... And we can't take him on our sheet because he will hit us. And wound us, but then he'll hit us and grab us. And then again, you don't want to risk our death. We don't have our armor still. So I think we need to do what we did last time. We'll put guard 2 up for sacrifice. Turn everyone over to their tremendous side. Hope to get the kill shot. And hope that we line up on the body. And hope that this head does not flip. So there's a 70% chance of living and being perfectly fine. And then a 30% chance of someone dying. That's a lot of chance, by the way, of the dying. So... But that's Dragon Slayer. We have Dragon Slayer. We could score a point. We could score a point. It would suck to lose one of the guard, though, and then, and then have to go hire him. But it does make a good use of our extra day. Because ideally, we actually want the guard to expire. And if the guard expires, then the guard HQ becomes available to trade again. We can trade with him. And that's sort of where we were going for. So, I just hate this risk. But I think we're going to do it. So I think we're going to... I don't know that we have any... I mean, we can rest. Because the hiding is not going to matter. The only reason the hiding would matter would be... if a spider shows up or something like that. So I think we rest, let's say 2 times, hide twice, and then extra move to the horde. Done. That should be enough. And then our dwarf... who is still hurting, still pretty rough, the dwarf. Still carrying that tremendous chest around. We'll take our 2 moves like we can. So we move to the valley. And then we're going to, I think, rest and rest. No reason not to. And we'll start bringing some of these back. Just to have them. The funny part is, there's almost never a reason not to try to play this duck. So a lot of these moves are a little superfluous for why would you ever play this? PvP. That's the reason. If you're fighting a player, then playing this is suicide because they know where you're going to play it. So then you have to play the rest of these chits. But against the monsters, this is what you play all the time if you can. And then you're either playing, then you're probably playing this and fatiguing, but you got a lot of fight asterisks to fatigue, so you don't have to worry. So I strangely enough, for the dwarf, I've prioritized fight chits over move chits because that's usually what you end up doing. So I think we will do that same thing today and bring this one back. So we'll rest twice, done. So there you go. So that's it. I think we're written. So we're up for day 15 now. So let's get this moving. So yeah, we're starting week 3. The captain is out in the lead, but let's see where we end up. We got goblins today. So this is the first time I think we rolled that. The Black Knight. Well, he's dead, sir. So there you go. And that's it. Okay, so wizard is first. The wizard goes 5 to 4 to 6. We're going to knock those 3 things off of his explore list there. And nothing appears because there's no goblins in this tile. And he is done. We are going to rest twice. We do hide 2 times. Let's see if we are hidden. We're not. And we are hidden. It's not going to matter because we're going to deploy anyway, so it's not like it's a huge deal. So we are done, and nothing appears because no goblins again. And then the dwarf walks down to there and rests 2 times. The captain also rests, by the way. So we're going to bring back... not going to matter for purposes of this. We bring back those 2 chits. And for the dwarf, we're going to bring back the T5. We have to fatigue, and then we'll bring this... We'll put that back. So done. And we have 1 combat, and it's a dicey one for sure. Oh, we have the young knight. Well then, isn't that interesting? That's true. We have an extra follower. So what we're gonna do? This becomes an easier and happier fight, I think. Not that this matters, because this head still... Well, it is a harder fight, because this guy dies instantly to this head. It gives us a single round where we can kill him with the guard. Wow, this guy... We send the squire out. Go get him, private. And, and he walks out. He's going to get eaten. But we might get him first. And in fact, I think we do that, and I'll tell you why. Because, strangely enough, so none of this is going to matter. So he's our target. So we deploy, and he's the target. Strangely enough, our weapons are longer than this head. So round 1... These guys hit first. As long as they don't flip over to this crappy side, one of them's going to line up and kill this guy before he gets Private Ryan here. So that's what we're going to do. So let's roll for the dragon first. The dragon gets a 6. So this goes down. This flips up. Does the dragon head flip? It does not. Okay, fine. It will still kill him. But now, all of our guys go. And so our guys will... So he stays put. And these guys go down and down and up. And now what we're really looking for, this is the rough part, is we don't want this first guy to flip. And he does not. Perfect. That's what we need. Does the second guy flip? This is just a formality now because we... There you go. So, what happens? Well, weapon length is first on round 1. This guy is going to... Well, this guy. So this is the one we didn't want to flip. I'm sorry. Not the head. He can't kill the head. This guy intercepts the body on a length 8, killing the dragon before this head, length 7, kills Private Ryan here. So there you go. Done. The power of hirelings. So all of our guys, they revel in the slaying of the dragon. That's 12 more prowess, which puts us to 71. So that's a pretty good. It's a pretty good race for the captain. He's doing very well there. And we get Dragon Slayer, more to the point. And he gets a Dragon Tooth, which allows him to stop one dragon from fighting. And I'll increase the size of this a little bit, and then we'll just put one dragon in the clearing, ends combat with you that day. One use. It is a one-use item. It's a potion for all intents and purposes. Done. And we go to the dead pile. Yeah, that was a good fight, Jim. I was worried because I did that before without the knight, and you literally just had a 30% chance that your guys were going to die any given round. So fortunately, we intercepted early and killed him and done. But that one with that guy, you have that little extra play, which is sort of nice. It means you're going to intercept. It really just comes down to a 30% chance at that. Right? You have a 70% chance of killing him, and a 30% chance that he, it was an automatic chance that he kills your guy because that guy's a medium. But then the other guys, it's not so bad. So there you go. So we've used our day. That can go away because that was the damsel. So we've used our day at least a little bit better to get some points and clear that dragon out and get Dragon Slayer off of our list. Excuse me. So this card can go. Oops. We'll put it in the discard pile. Drag another quest. Oh, we get you know what? Strangely enough, that's okay. We get a black source. Now, I don't really need a black source, but I do have Broomstick as a spell. Now, I don't use it. And what I do want to do is, he actually wants to read this damn black book. I'm just afraid of getting cursed and being like way down here. I should have gone up here and read it. But that's what I'm sort of was looking to do. So do we have anything else for the day? I don't think we do. I think that's day 15 for us. So now we're going to write day 16. And so for the wizard only has to move to clearing 1. So he does not get any of his daylight phases. So he's going to, 70% is fine for bait. Absolutely. Because those pikemen are sort of sucky. So I randomized the knight a little bit but they all suck. The young knight, the squire, right? They're all terrible. And they don't have horses like the order knights do, so you don't get that extra ability to fight. So they all suck. But they're great for drawing fire. So what is the wizard going to do? So the wizard's going to explore Borderlands 1, and then he is done. He has succeeded in Borderlands, clearing the Borderlands. And then I suppose the question is, what the hell does he do after that? He could go to the altar and learn some spells. He has the ability to learn both Type 2 and Type 3. That's what the altar has. I think maybe that's a good play for him. The other thing he could do would be to run this back up, grab the scholar, and then go on the way here because he has fan club. This guy is actually waiting for him to arrive to join him. Um, so I like both of those. That is a little bit of a haul for certain, but I do like both of those. And he can kill that spider if he's hidden for sure. He can kill the spider. But I do need to get Borderlands 1. So his first move is going to be move 1, and then so we'll give him Explore Borderlands. So that's 1. Then does he move back? 1 to 6 to 4, I suppose. And then his extra move 4. I mean, I think so. I think you go that direction. I want to get the spells, but he can get 2 points with spells, or he can get 2 points in cards. I think right now he's taking the cards. So now what I think is what we're going to do is, what do we do? What do we do here? Since I did not roll out the Black Knight's combat, I'm going to give the shield a 3 in 6 chance of being just destroyed because you're fighting a probably a higher chance than that, strangely enough. 3 inch say maybe 3 how about 1 and 3 it's destroyed, 4 5 it's damaged, 6 it's okay. So we're looking for a 6 here for our captain. 3. So it's the shield was destroyed. The armor I'll give a little bit better chance. Let's say 1 and 2 destroyed. 3, 4, 5 damaged. Wouldn't be damaged because it's either going to be destroyed or untouched because the tremendous flyer does medium or tremendous damage. He does no heavy damage. So there's no way that thing is so let's say that we're going to do let's do 1 2 3 4 5 6 50 50. He either got hit by the tremendous head or he got hit by the body. So 1 2 3 is destroyed, 4 5 6 is okay. It's okay. So we got the mace, we got that, and we have his lost map of the lost castle are right there. So there you go. That's done. And I will take this and delete it. So what is the captain going to do here on this day? So the captain, he still has the guard HQ hired right now. My actual plan is that when the guard HQ leaves him, they will be in whatever clearing he's in. So at the end of the day today, they're going to leave him. So tomorrow he can sell to them and then hire them back. And I think that'll go. The question is, does he need to swap out his cards or not? Because if he needs to swap out his cards, he should head down to the guardhouse so he can get rid of Envoy, for instance. And heck, maybe even Lucky Day, and heck, maybe even Black Source, because he really doesn't need a Black Source most of the time. He's not going to cast that spell that often. I was hoping to find, to be honest with you, I was hoping to get to read this black book and find something like Animate Dead in it or something like that, so that he could create an army of undead. because that would be really cool. But if he doesn't need to trade cards, I think he does need to trade cards, though. If I'm to be honest, I would love to trade some cards. So 1 2 3 down to the guardhouse. So move, move, move to the guard. He's going to rest once, right? Because that's his move. I think he's going to extra hide and probably extra hide again. I don't know why, but just cause. The GHQ is going to leave him at the end of the day today, and then he will deal with them to hire them back for the end of the game. The dwarf still hurting, but he's in fighting-ish shape. He could fight. Well, heck, I mean, there's no reason not to kill that damn dragon again. So maybe we should go kill that damn dragon again. So why don't we rest, hide, and then move to the lair again. I mean, it's a new dragon, or is it? And we don't have a lot to, in terms of resting, we're not going to get a lot out of it. But we can certainly pull one of these T's back and say fatigue this, since it wouldn't do us any good. Or we can fatigue this. Even better. So there you go. So we will do that. The other thing I will do, by the way, since we have crossed a bridge, and we do have bridge magic, I'm going to put a little marker on that bridge just to indicate that we have crossed it. So I think that's it. That's our move. We do get an extra phase, which sort of sucks. But what that means is we're going to rest again. So that's even better. So we'll get a few more, one more chit back maybe, and then done. So here's the die roll 4. So we get giants and trolls. And we are ready for day 16. And the captain is first. He's following, so that's that. And the captain moves down. He does rest once to pull this chit back, so he's whole again. He's going to hide in case something shows up at the guardhouse, which I don't think anything does. Yeah. So sort of a pointless roll. But he is done and he is hit. And that's the captain's roll. And now at the end of the day, this guy leaves his service. So guard HQ is there. And guards 1 and 2. So I'm going to put him aside. We'll flip them, and they end up here. Done. The wizard. So the wizard goes here. 1, 2, 3. And the nice thing is these trolls are all dead. So there's no troll coming here. So we get Borderland 1 is done. Explore Borderland is done. We get 2 VP on Explore Borderland. 10 more gold, so that's sort of nice. And we learn all the paths, and that does nothing for us. But good for us. We're going to put this in the discard pile and then draw another one. And he gets Ancient Scrolls. So he's supposed to find one. You can put a visitor somewhere. He doesn't like the warlock, but he actually is neutral with warlock, because the warlock, he saved him from being lost. I don't know. Let's do the shaman, and we can put him anywhere that we want to. We're gonna put him. Oh, who the hell knows? There's no good place right now. I'm going to put him at the house. Done. So that would be for Ancient Scrolls. And he is ready with his move. Oh, no, he's not ready with his move. He's just doing his move. What am I talking about? Let me put Ancient Scrolls. And now we have the dwarf left. So the dwarf is going to go here. He will have rested 2 times. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to fatigue that and pull that back. Might as well. Well, and then we will just pull this down here. So 2 rests, he does that. He's going to hide once, which we're hoping he hides, and he does. Then he moves back into the lair, and that's an auto kill for the dwarf if he's hidden at that juncture. Is there anything monster-wise to deal with? Only one, and that is our dwarf. So let's take a quick look and confirm. So because nothing's on our sheet, we can play any old thing to ready this, which we do. Makes it a time 4. It'll be a tremendous 4 attack. The dragon cannot flip, so we're going to undercut it automatically and kill it. Done. That is an auto kill. That is what the dragon is. That's what the dwarf is supposed to fight all day. 53. So we have 53 prowess on the dwarf right now. And he goes back to the pool of dead. And that is the day. So, it is now day 17 is what we're writing for our guys. The wizard is going to go 1, 2, and he gets an extra move. I don't know that that's going to help him in this case. Well, it will help him because he's got ghosts, and he doesn't want to deal with the ghosts. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to move, and then hide. One of those will be extras, and we will have hidden. So we're going to hide and move, and then extra move. It wasn't T6. He readied his axe. So his axe is a 4. On the readied side, the battle axe is a time 4. And the weapon speed always supersedes the chit speed. So that's what makes... That's why the dwarf is like a good tremendous killer, because all the tremendous dudes, right? I mean, the troll is not so much. But like the tremendous dragon, you know, let's see, who else? The giants all fall to that time 4 axe. And then everything else has to deal with the fact that he can just play this T3, and as long as he can match their speed, match their attack speed, he can hit them and kill them first, typically. So, and again, if your weapon's readied, then your attack speed 4, and you are usually attacking as fast as most of the things that are going to hit you. Now, there are some notable exceptions, of course. But yeah, it's always that weapon speed. So, and that's why the Black Knight and the Mace is great for a certain class of creature. That's why the White Knight always trades in the Great Sword for the Morning Star, is because on that alerted side, you get a nice speed that undercuts a lot of creatures. Otherwise, you would never undercut. So, okay. So he's going to move on day 17. That's easy. Oops. And we just... What about that guy? That guy, the captain, is going to... So the first thing is we're going to trade... We're going to keep Lucky Day, and I'll tell you why. Because we're going to keep it for the higher roll. Pretty much. But these two, at the end of the day, today, we're going to turn in. We're going to draw 2 quests and flip these guys. And we get Guide and Big Game. Guide is okay. So we get Guide. That's a free find of a path. And then Big Game. And so we have to pick. We have to pick the size of our quarry, medium, heavy, or tremendous. And then we have to kill that guy. And the problem is, they're nowhere in sight. They've been killed. We killed them already, darn it. So I think what we're going to pick is heavy. I think we're going to pick heavy. So Big Game, heavy. Done. And we're going to hope to pop a spider or the dragons here, because the first smoke sea will pop this guy. But That's neither here nor there, because right now what we want to do is we want to trade. We're going to trade with our buddies in the guard, and we are going to sell them a bunch of crap that we don't want. So probably $40 worth of crap. I'm going to keep the black book because I'm going to learn something out of the black book. And we can no longer carry this because the guy that was carrying it was our hireling, our follower. So I'm going to trade, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my I'm going to use a higher phase, higher phase, higher phase. I mean, I hate to say it, we're just going to keep doing that. And one of those is extra because it's the captain. And one of those is going to be extra because we all have an extra phase this week. So in 6 phases, he's going to get, and he rolls a 1 die hiring. So at some point, he's going to get a cheap enough roll to get them with the $40. So I think we're good. The only other question would be, while you have the guard here, do you buy anything from them? Oh, and we have, hold on. And we have one other thing to do, and this sort of sucked, unfortunately. But that's okay. It is what it is. I think we turned in. Yeah, the Smith is turned in because the Smith. We can only do 2 move phases a day. Ooh, I did not remember that. I'm gonna waive that obviously because I did not remember, and I might just get rid of that because it's so rare that you have the case to get him anyway. That then getting him and having to move 2 phases a day would be ridiculous. So in any case, I forgot. I'm going to live with it. But that is such a good. I think we're going to sharpen the weapon. I think we just sharpen his short sword. So the captain's going to get a point also because he turned in the Smith. And that's his 5th card, so that's nice. And we got to show that his weapon is somehow better than it ever was. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put actually, I'm going to put a 2 there. And that's why I would have loved to have thought, it would have been great to have bought a weapon off these guys first and then sort of thought about it. Because, you could have ended up with something like, I don't know. I'd have to look, right? The mace, a time 2 mace would be crazy. But I think this is fine. I think taking this short sword and sharpening it is fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this chit, put this here. I'm going to shrink it down. Well, let me shrink it first. There we go. So we'll do that. So we'll copy it now because it's tiny. Put it there, and now we attach it. Now we're going to flip it, we're going to paste, and we're going to do the same thing. So there you go. So now he has a sharpened short sword. It does light star damage and actually makes the captain fairly formidable, right? Oops, sorry, banging glass against the microphone. Because now he can do medium star damage at a time 3. That's pretty good. Medium star is tremendous damage, so you can kill tremendous unarmored creatures. So that's good. So okay, so he's done with that. That's his day 17 plan, and now we need one for the dwarf. Where is our dwarf? So I think our dwarf, who has bridge magic, cash in the castle. It's a little lame. What we're going to do is I am going to search, 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 and I think extra search. We're searching. We're going to loot this damn lair for everything that's left. And the trolls are dead and the dragon's dead. So this is a free tile. So that's what we're going to do. And so that's our day 17 plan. Let's get that dwarf a little bit of treasure maybe, eh? And we got giants and trolls again. So nothing is going to appear. The wizard is next, is first. And he's going to hide, move, and then extra move into the valley. Probably could have stated that better. He does, and he goes here, and then these guys pop on him. Funny is, this is actually a fine fight for the wizard, with the only danger being that the guy he tries to attack from flips. But we can manage that. So he is done. The dwarf searches 5 times. Almost. God darn it. So that's 1 search. 2 searches are fails. Come on. 3 fails. 4th is a success. So the 4th search, he finds the lair. And what sucks, he gets 1 loot. He gets 1 shot at this. So 1 loot. 3. So he gets the 3rd card, which is good because there ain't that many left. But he does pull the 3rd card. It is the glowing gem. Not super useful to him, but some cash. So that's a start. And he is done. And now the captain is going to trade with the guard. And he's going to sell these 3 treasures for $40. And he is friends with the guard, so none of this, we don't have to roll anything, check anything. We're just going to flip, give those treasures to the guard, and we're going to take our $40. So we're going to do plus 40. That gives us $47. And then he does more higher phases than ever done in the course of the game. So 5 higher phases. It is number pad 3. So if you have a numpad on your keyboard, it is number pad 3. The other thing you can do, of course, is you can always look for the controls, and you can bind wherever the hell it is. Somewhere I thought it was. No, maybe not. Maybe you can't bind this. Well, that is just silly. Alrighty. Maybe maybe it's scripting 1 because this is because my keypad does that. So maybe that's how that maybe that's a script that they wrote in this whatchamacall in this this mod. So we're gonna hire the friendly guard. The guard costs $12 to hire base, and we're looking for something like a 2 or a 3. A 6 is no good. That's 1 hire. A 6 is no good. That's 2 hires. A 1, opportunity. I will take price times 2. I don't think we're going to get any better than that. So we're going to take minus 24. So that's plus 16. So we have 23 gold. And guess what we have again? We've got Guard HQ. And Guard HQ is going to be with us until the end of the game. And that is super useful. And wow, he is big. How did he get so big? What did I do? Oh, I enlarged him because he was over here. That's why. Let me enlarge him again, and I'll just put him, because I put him with these guys. So done. Let's take the guard and bring them back to be buddies with me. That's it. We got them, and that is done. No one's going to appear. And I think that's the entirety. Oh, the wizard. Okay, so wizard. So the main danger the wizard has when he does this fight is an easy fight for him. Except the main danger is if he goes for this first guy and he flips, the first guy flips and moves, then we're going to miss him and we're going to be exposed and we're going to be taking wounds every single time. And this guy's going to tag us possibly too, and he could kill us. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait the whole first round. First round of combat, we do nothing. Well, that doesn't work for him, so we shouldn't do this. Because if this guy flips, he's going to hit us automatically. So I'll tell you what, we're not going to do anything. We are going to let this one slide. It's not worth it. We don't have a quest. It's worth 6 prowess. He's not in the prowess game at all, so he's fine. We're just going to move on. So the wizard does nothing, and instead, although the problem with the wizard now is that he cannot, he can't just walk out of here. So that sucks a little bit. Well, so he probably should fight them. He probably should fight them. All right, we're let's see what we got here. So first round, no one's on our sheet. We're going to play this and no move here. And I know what we'll do. If it gets out of hand, I have an idea of what we do. So what we're going to do is we are going to start here. It's round 1. So we're going to whack this guy. Hopefully he intercepts or he stays on his slow side. So you do not intercept. He goes to there. Does he flip and move to his fast side or not? No. Perfect. So what happens is we undercut. 3 undercuts the 4, and he is killed. The second ghost is now on our sheet. Now we have to play a chit, or else I don't want to get hit. But we're going to play this M3 again. And once again, the question is, does he intercept? And we do not intercept. Does he flip? He does not flip to his fast side. So what happens again? We're going to undercut him and kill him, and now we have to fatigue. And we have to fatigue our move. I mean, that's all we can do is fatigue our fight, pretty much. So the wizard only has like 1 good round in him. So we're done. We got 6 prowess. Sort of pointless, but we got it. That brings us up to 11. So we're killing it, so to speak. And that way we don't have to worry about the ghosts when we move out of here into the mountains. So tomorrow, we are going to move into the mountains. So we're going to extra hide and then move to the spider. And we are done there. And hopefully that's going to, oh, we have an extra move too. So I think what I'm going to do is right now, because I don't think it's going to help us, we're going to swap out the boots. Because that M3 is going to help us more than the T5 move of the boots. So quick boots, 7 league boots, shoes of stealth. There we go. So I like me some quick boots. These are nice boots. So we're going to have that shit to our at our disposal. So that's cool. So we are done with our plan. We're going to walk up to that spider, hopefully get him unaware so that we can cast. The question is that going to be fast enough to do what we need to do with this spider? T4. No, it's not fast enough. So we actually don't want to do this yet. That stinks a little bit. So I tell you what, we're going to keep these on. That way we can rest. And that way one of these moves is extra. So now we only have used 4 of 4 phases. Or 5 phases, actually, because one of these is the extra phase. The other is an extra move. Done. So that'll get us this chit back, which is what we need to kill that spider when it goes to its ugly side. So I think that's the plan for our wizard. The plan for the captain and Tennille here. Do we need to turn in any of these chits, any of these cards at the end of the day? I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna turn Guide and Lucky Day in because I want some quests, and I don't know that I need the raw. That was weirdly terrible. That draw. Well, I'm not glad I did that, but hey, such is life. So I got Enchanter, which oddly enough he can do, but that's a terrible idea. And he got Locksmith, which isn't terrible. It's just not that useful to him. So I'm going to roll which clearing in the high pass it is. It's a 3. We're going to flip this bad boy and then go to the board. And so that's where our encounter will be. Okay. I mean, we can get there. It's not a huge deal. It's just not really awesome either. So, what are we gonna do? I think we're just gonna book it through. We're going to move, 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 and move. We're going to move 5 times. We're going to end up in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's found all these paths. So we're going to end up in Deep Woods 2. Done. We really could use a spider. The dwarf. So the question is, do we do one more loot run? I'm going to say, let's try one more time. Let's do it. Let's do 5 loots. There you go. Let's get a monster roll on it. It is bats. This is day, what, 18? I believe it's 18. Yes, it is. So bats it is. On day 18, these guys go into the bucket. The bat bucket. And he is following, so done. And we're going to loot 5 times for the dwarf. I think we need a 3, 2, or 1. Yep, 3, 2, or 1. So let's make those rolls happen. That's a fail. Here's 5 of these. That is a fail. That's 2 fails. 3 fails. Oh, come on, give me 1 treasure for this day. 4 fails. Just 1. Just 1 flipping. Nope, 5 fails. That is... you can't trick math. You can't. Math is not a tricky thing. The wizard is going to hide and rest. And he does, so he's hidden. He rests a chit. Pulls that chit back. And then he walks up into Spiderville. But, unfortunately for him, every bat in the universe also appears in this same place. And that all of a sudden makes this a bad idea. Now, he doesn't have to do anything to find the scholar. He simply has to end a phase here. So he ended a phase here, so he's going to pick the scholar up, and he is done. He was going to kill the spider, but that ain't going to happen. No point to that. And the captain's turn. The captain is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he is done. And he's not hidden. And we are done. The problem with failing 5 searches is that you really want to do 5 more. It's like a slot machine. You're like, well, hell, I can do it, right? It's like a sunk cost almost. You sunk a day, you might as well sink 2 days. Or you might just move the hell on and get your shit done. And I think that's what we're going to do. I think the dwarf is going to move on. So, but first, the wizard. So the first thing is that the wizard is going to do his scholar and fan club. So he's going to move to the house. And I don't know that he likes the soldiers. He doesn't care. He's friendly. He's friendly with the soldiers. That's cool. So he's friendly with the soldiers. The wood folk are also there, and he's friendly with them too. So he's going to pick up this guy. He's going to dump this scholar off. He's going to become friends with the scholar because he's neutral right now. So that's intriguing. What does the scholar have? Just stuff. I mean, he could trade for it. He really needs to get on the spell train. There's no reason for him to not be learning spells. So why don't we make the 2 moves? So we do 1, 2. We'll execute some trade phases. Why not? We have the wood folk there. We have the soldiers there. We have the scholar there. Done, 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 and done. We'll trade 3 times, and we should score lost scholar, and we should score a fan club. So we should be getting 2 points for this day. We don't have anything to sell our guy here. And I will swap these boots out at whenever in the morning before Gus. We're not going to record that phase. We're just going to walk there. Walk in without the 7-league boots. So that's 19 for him. For the captain, day 19 means trying to find a goddamn heavy creature to kill. There's a lot of them up here, but man, there's a lot of them. 3 bats he could deal with, and the spider. So I suppose actually the captain could take that. That space is not dangerous for the captain. The question is, what is he trying to accomplish? Enchanter is not it, by the way. Locksmith? I mean, I suppose he could. The vault still has crap in it. It's way up here. Where to go? Where to go? Sometimes this choice is a rough choice. I sit and mull over this for quite a while. What do we have to do the locksmith? Do we have to search him? And end your day here. Okay, well that's 1, 2, 3. He can get here. And then that's a whole day though. I mean, I haven't seen what's in the high pass, so maybe it's worth it. You score a point, so I suppose it's worth it. I suppose let's do a 1, 2, 3. So we're going to get to here. So it's extra move. Well, it's move into the woods 2. Extra hide and hide. There you go. So he's 2 hides. And we're done with that. And the dwarf is getting out of dodge, right? So 1. And where are we going, dwarf? That's a great question, sir. What is the plan for the dwarf? The dwarf could go to the Lost Castle. He could get his second bridge. Let's see what's in the caves. So we can go 1 extra move out of the caves and then move. He can get to here. Let's do that. So move, valley 1. Move, valley 1. One of those moves is extra. It's the one in the caves because it's an extra phase in caves. Done. That's what we're going to do. And we are We are done. And this is for what? Day 19. So there you go. So it is day 19. And we need a monster roll. And it is bats again. Bat. Oop, that's it. Okay, there's. I'm waiting for that Black Knight to come out. Nope, he dead. Okay, Captain first. Captain's going to go here. And then he's going to hide 2 times. It doesn't matter at this point. But he fails once. He fails twice. So he is actually super unhid. And this is the small campfire. So the small campfire will appear in an awkward place. It appears there. And that soldier is the challenge for the wizard. The wizard has to deal with him. Or be buddies with him. And we are done with the captain's day. The wizard is moving too, so he moves here. He's going to drop the scholar off. He's going to score both points. And he's going to trade. And we're going to trade once with the soldiers to see what they have. Map of the Lost Castle in the good book. Useless for us. Sure, we'll roll on the map of the Lost Castle, but it truly doesn't matter. Okay, fine. We will roll on the woodfolk. Oil of poison and the sacred statue. Again, not super useful for us because those are types of magic we actually can't use. We'll roll on the medium bow. What the hell? Just for giggles. I mean, that's dumb, but we'll roll on it. In case they want to give it to us for free. And we are done. Nope. Then we're going to roll for the scholar, who we are friendly with now. Okay. We'll take the. I mean, the spectacles are great. We'll roll on the scepter because that's a great treasure. So we are friendly. It's 8. It's 16. We could technically buy the scepter for 16. Now, is that a good idea? It's not a great idea. It will get us into the great treasure hunt for 16, but it takes us out of money. So that sucks a little bit. But it gets us a great treasure, which means we're going to split the great treasure points with the captain. And we'll probably be splitting the gold points with him also, because we have 30 gold and he has 23 gold. So I will be losing a point to gain a point and a half. We're doing it. We're buying it for 16. So first thing, we scored 2 points there. We do minus 16 points there. We have 14 points. And we are going to take the very silly... Nope, that's not it. Who the hell was it? It was the scholar. And we actually now own the royal scepter, which is an extra higher phase. No one needs an extra higher phase. But that's one great treasure for the wizard. And now he meets... Well, he gets a point in any case. And the captain has sold one of his treasures, so that's going to change that scoring considerably. So, that's his turn, and we are done there. And then the dwarf is next, and the dwarf is going 1 extra move, and he is done. And there are no fights. Nothing appears, nothing happens. The smith is gone. The lost scholar's been done. So we have cleared out these events pretty well. So, okay. It's the wizard's turn again. The wizard has turned Fan Club in. So let's go to the pile. Come on, there we go. And we'll draw another card. Ghost Hunter. Well, oh, come on. That's sort of funny. In the Magic Realm hates you. So good luck with that. I just killed those ghosts. Just did it. So, okay, that's cool. I suppose end of the day 19, we could turn stuff in. I think what I'm going to do is looking at this, looking at all of this, I am going to turn in my cards. So I'm going to turn in, I mean, in 2 days, those ghosts are back. Do I care? I don't know. I think we're turning these two in for sure. So let's do that. And then if we don't get Ghost Hunter. So the funny thing is, it's going to take us probably a day to get back into here. So they might be prowling us. I'll keep Ghost Hunter. So I'm going to get rid of the challenge. So this guy actually returns to, he comes back, sees the wizard, snarls a little bit, but sits down. Ancient Scrolls, don't care. No one cares. No one has them. We draw 2 cards, and the wizard gets Sudden Insight, so that's find a location instantly, and end a phase at the large campfire. So find large camp and Insight, which is a free locate. I'm not super pumped about those, but so be it. So then the question is, what do we do? Because it's going to be day 20. So we need to wend our way back here again. This is going to cost us 2 moves. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. I should probably hide twice. So we're going to do extra hide, move, and then move into the bats. And at this point, I will swap boots out again. So this will be a extra move. And I'm going to rest once. So beginning of the day, we'll have the 7 league boots. We'll rest this shit. And we are done. Okay, so who's next to write? So the captain. Well, captain's going to hide and charge in and see what's in there. So we're going to hide and move to the high pass. And we're going to get locksmith. So that's nice. And we are done. And then the dwarf is going to move into the caves. So he's going to move into the caves. He's going to hide. That's his extra move. And search once. Done. And he's going to cross. He has crossed a second bridge. So let me put another marker for that second bridge. So we actually have 2 bridges done. And we have a third right here. Now, it runs into death. So I'm not sure I want to go there anymore. But we do have a third bridge. So that's it. So it's day 20. Let's roll a monster roll. It is goblins. Interesting. So captain is first. So the captain's going to hide. He does, and we move into here. We pick this guy. This guy is done. So that's cool. We got the keys. And now we have to flip these. It's Ruins and the Lost City. Holy crap. Well, that is a little bit of a bummer. I mean, it's great or terrible. We're not sure yet. Let's see what the hell the Lost City has for us. If we get a lot of shit on this clearing, it's going to suck. So we have the Shrine in 4. The Cairns in 5. Hatter in 2. So there's more goblins. Howl in 5. More goblins. Flutter in 2. The Lost City is always in 3. And the Ruins. So the Ruins are going to bring, I think every goblin's going to appear. So the first thing to go is always the warning chit. So this one. So we get axe goblins. Patter 2 is this goblin. And then Howl 5 are the sword goblins. Of them, the sword goblins are really the most dangerous. Everything else we can mostly deal with. Although the spear goblins are not good for the guard either. These guys are just, we kill them. They're an easy kill. Everything else is dicier. Yeah, everything else is a dicier fight. So we're okay with meeting these guys, and we're okay with getting out of dodge as soon as possible. We might kill these ones, though, because they're here. So the captain is done. The wizard hides twice, rests once, and then moves. So he's going to hide, and he does. So he's going to end up right there. And I don't think anything appears because they're not going to appear in the mountains. And plus, all the goblins have just appeared. So we got nothing. But he does rest his gray type 2 chit. Done. So he is done. And now it's the dwarf's turn. So the dwarf goes here. He's going to hide with 1 die because he's in the caves. And he does. And now he searches with 1 die. And we're going to locate. So that's going to give us a 3. So he actually is going to find 2-3 caves. So that's nice. So caves 2-3 is his. And let's see what's in the caves. Now, unfortunately, we know it's not much. The pool in 6 and dank. So this was not a good map for the dwarf because notice the cavern was shit. The pool is a little shitty for our dwarf. So this is a bad scene. So, I don't know what that means. So that means probably not going to deal with this so good. So what am I going to do? So let's go with these guys first. The captain is going to remain hidden, frankly. Captain's hidden. The captain is going to lead from the rear. He's got his buddies. He's got his young knight. He's got his cadre of fighters waiting to die at his command. Now, the only problem I have is this guy. Because this guy is going to get hit. Not on this side, though. So, but he will die on this side. So, we'll have to play a little bit judiciously and hope that we can... So these guys are 4s. We cannot undercut them anyway. So we're going to lure 1 to each. So we're going to get 1 on each of these. He's going to get 1, the young knight. Which, it doesn't matter which side he plays on. He's going to play on this side so as not to get auto hit. These 2 guys are going to go on one of the other spots, 4 and 1. So, that's a good question. I suppose what we're doing is 1, 2, 3, 4, and have to re-roll 5s and 6s because we have 4 guys. I didn't think of that. Typically, I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but that doesn't work in this case. So what we're going to do is we're going to obviously show what's what for each of these guys. He's getting attacked. He's getting attacked. He's attacking him. And of course, we're going to attack this guy. So this makes us slightly more dangerous for our young knight here. I would love... So we have 4 guys or 6 goblins. You know, we can block them up pretty good. I am going to I'm going to jump into this fight early, even though I'm going to potentially take a hit. I'm going to protect the young knight. I'm going to target this guy. So just in case, if this guy flips up there, I will have him targeted. Now the downside of this is I'm taking 2 of these attacks next round unless we start killing dudes. So if you could kill dudes, that'd be great, gentlemen. So let's see what happens. We're looking for 1s and 4s. 4. So everybody stays put. That's good. Does the first goblin flip? He does not. Does the second goblin flip? He does. So what happens is this guy goes first because his weapon is longer on round 1, and he does heavy damage and kills him. He will hit him for medium damage because he's armored, so he does medium star down to medium, no damage to the great swordsman. These guys are heavy. These are brutes, bruisers, big boys, heavy boys, sumo wrestlers. No, the order is the sumo wrestlers. I don't know how those dudes are tremendous. Like, how do you become a tremendous character? You weigh, sir, as much as the dragon. I do? Yes. You weigh as much as a Volkswagen bus. Oh, okay. Which actually probably isn't that heavy. Probably isn't heavy as a dragon. 1s and 4s. 5, not good enough. So he's going to miss. And this guy may or may not flip. He does. And that's actually important because I might lure folks to the captain's sheet if I can undercut them. 1s and 4s, baby. Nope, 6. So boop down to there. Does he flip? No. Everybody's going to miss. Where do these guys end up? So this is interesting. So we have 2 chances to hit somebody. 6. So what happens is he goes down, he goes up, and does this first guy flip? He does not. Does the second guy flip? He does. So what happens is the captain kills this guy because the captain intercepts and kills him. So that's sort of cool. If he did flip, then he would have saved the young knight from dying. So that is sort of a cool gig. So now we're in great shape. Everybody can just fight the guy they're with, and the captain can sort of double team this dude with his young squire. So I'm going to go here and here, I suppose. And that should do it. All right, so let's go through rounds again. 1, so he'll stay put. This guy's going to die. Doesn't matter if he flips or not. He will die. Down here, it's a 1 or 4. 1 again. He's going to die. So this is a good second round for the team. Team guard HQ. Nope, he misses. 5. So he goes down to there. And does he flip? It might matter. It might not. It does not. Well, he doesn't flip. And then this guy stays put, so he's dead no matter what. But does he flip? He doesn't. So what happens is this attack is faster than his M4 and kills him before he kills the young knight. So once again, a good job. But the captain has fatigue, and he'll fatigue that. So now we're just gang tackling this dude. So this guy's on his own sheet. These guys will all be attacking. And I no longer care because we can't miss, right? So let's just see to make sure that we're not crazy. He goes here. Both sides. He goes here. These guys go up. He goes here. Does the goblin flip or not? The goblin does flip. So he's going to do medium damage to this guy, and that means nothing. And then we have no flip, no flip, no flip, and no flip. So he hits him first. Bang. It bounces off the armor. These guys gang tackle him. That's 21 prowess for the captain, and he's up to 92. So the Super Friends do it again. They have despawned yet another pile of monsters. That is the day. The wizard with nothing on his sheet, he could try to take one of these guys out. Sure. With nothing on his sheet, he's going to wait round one. Oops, I didn't want all 3 bats. I really didn't. We're going to wait on round one. So nothing is on our sheet, and round one, we just sit. Round 2, we're going to attack. Oh, we can't do enough damage. We would have to cast. I don't want to cast. I'm not going to do this because I don't want to cast. Not worth it. Because you're only going to kill one of these guys max. So we just sit. We're going to just wait. So that's going to lead us to day 21. We're going to have purple magic in every clearing. And we're going to get 2 monster rolls to figure out what is what going on. And the wizard's going to have to hide to get out of there. So that's going to suck a little bit. And the ghosts are going to come back. So ghosts are going to be re-prowling here. And I have no idea where I put the ghosts. Did I just delete them because they were lame and I just decided, I don't need you? Oh, they're up here. Okay. So, ghosts are going to be here. What's the wizard going to do? Well, the wizard is going to hide. So that'll be his extra. He's going to move. And that gets him out into here. Then he's going to move here to 4. And actually, if I get out of here, just for giggles, if I manage to get out of here, and I'm in that space anyway, I'm going to do a spell phase, and then I'm going to move to the valley. And that's going to be an extra move. And so then I will do a rest. So 1, 2, 3, 4 total moves done. And we should actually kill the ghosts again by the end of the day. So that's him. What is the captain going to do? So the captain has got locksmith. So now he has keys. So I'm actually going to just put this down here. I won't put it down there. I will actually put it away. So let's dump this. And we'll get a spell for the... Oh, he gets Tiny Hut. So you can place a visitor in the... So that's cool. That's great. It doesn't do him any good, but he can. He's going to get out of dodge. So I think he goes 1, 2, and gets to Oakwood 4. Move, move, Oakwood 4. And his visitor will go in whatever space. Doesn't matter. The dwarf. Well, that ain't good. It's not great. Not great at all. So I think what the dwarf is going to do, he's going to use extra move out. Oof. He's got to deal with these dumb ghosts too, probably, right? So an extra hide in the caves and then 2 moves out probably gets him here. So extra hide and then move, valley 4. Done. And he is done with his move he's writing, and now it's time to monster roll. Oh, we get 2 monster rolls. Hold on. So we're going to get a 4 and a 4. Well, that is very unhelpful for the monsters. But all the trolls do come back. So that's fine. It's interesting. Done. Trolls are back. And Captain is first. His guy is following actually right now. So he goes here and he's done. That's easy. The dwarf is going to go here. Now he's hiding once, and in the cave he's hiding. So does he hide? He does. And the ghosts come to him. The ghosts aren't a great fight for him. They're not a bad fight. They're not going to... It's unlikely they kill him, but they could. And then the wizard needs to get this hide roll, or else he's going to have to burn a sleep to get out of dodge. So he hides. He moves and goes here. And what? Oh, he's going to be here. Hold on. He's going to do a thing. He's going to spell. So he's going to burn this. Yeah, he's going to burn this. He has the magic. So he paired the magic. Burn this. This gets unlocked. This gets flipped to purple. We might as well. And then he moves down into here. So there you go. And he is done. So we do have this fight. Obviously, the wizard's going to take one of these guys. The dwarf will try to kill the other one. We don't have a helmet, so that sucks. No doubt about it. That's a little crappy. And he can do heavy damage, so I don't love it. But, oh, and we can't actually even match his time. So I think that's problematic, strangely enough. Because we can play this and that's fine, but I can't match his. I can't match his time doing it because I'm too slow. Now if the axe misses, so I'm gonna there you go. So I'm gonna ready the axe. So now the axe will match his time. So now it doesn't matter what I play. I could play anything. Now the problem is I got to play one of these. Sure. So that's what we're playing over here. In Wizardland, we're playing this to do medium damage to that guy. And then we don't have to play a move yet because no one's on our sheet. So let's see where he goes first. 6, so it looks like he's going to jump to the bottom. Does he move to the slow? He moves to fastness, so he dodges. So now this is problematic for the wizard. So that's that. And the dwarf, let's see if the dwarf has any better luck. Where does the ghost go? 4, so he stays put. and doesn't flip. He hits him. Now, mind you, remember, we don't play the duck yet because no one's on our sheet. So the dwarf kills that guy. And we're done. That's round one. The dwarf is going to ready his weapon again and go over here. He'll come down there, and he'll try to hit that guy. The wizard might as well not play a move because if he's going to auto hit him all the time here on this side anyway. And if he flips, then this attack will hit first and kill the ghost before the ghost hits him. So we're not playing a move. Let's see where the ghost ends up. 1. So he ends up right there. Does he flip and spare us the wound? He does not flip and spare us the wound. So what happens is the ghost wounds us with a light hit. So we're going to burn one of these. We kill the ghost. We get our 2 points done. Does that count, or did the dwarf effectively steal that from us? I don't know. It says kill the ghosts. I'm going to say, since we were involved with killing the ghost and we killed one, if we didn't kill one, then yeah, it got swiped from us. I'm going to give us Ghost Hunter. So that is a point for the wizard. And that's his, what, 9th card point now? Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10th point? 1, 2. Oh, we didn't give him Monastery. That is his 10th point. So he is burning through points. Also, he is having a game like the darn Woods Girl had. And he gets a lost pouch. So he will check that lost pouch here in a minute. So he is done. And he's down to 14 bucks. Sorry, I only check these sheets every so often, so that's part of the problem. And he is done. And the dwarf is done. So they both get 2 prowess. That's sort of pointless. Two. Dwarf's up to 50. Wizard's up to 16 prowess. The dwarf's up to 55. Oop, that's 14. Nope, not 16. He's up to 13 prowess. So still a pretty good, pretty good reckoning here for all the characters. So let's take a quick look at scores. So let's figure it out. So the wizard has 13 points in prowess, 14 gold. Done. He has no spells learned but 1 great treasure. So it's 1 and 0. The captain has 92 prowess, 23 gold, 1 great treasure, 1 spell learned. Done. The dwarf has 55 prowess. He's got his normal 10 gold. That's what he's got. So, the wizard has 10 card points. The captain has 6 card points. So let's look at the total scores. I believe it's 12 to 12 to 3 right now. I believe it's 12, 12, 3. Wizard has cards in gold. He does not have gold. I'm sorry, it's not 12 to 12 to 3. The wizard has a single point in gold, and the captain has 2 damn points in gold. So it is actually 14 to 11. So yeah, we're back to this. These guys are kicking it. So a really, really interesting 2 weeks. I mean, the Black Knight did die, so that sucks. And again, that was I got a little bit rambunctious, and then got caught up at the Horde. I should have thought that through a little better. Um, should have thought that through a little better. But we live and learn. Um, the wizard is just eating up card points, so that's sort of interesting. I think he runs into a little bit of a snag here in the quick future because Fine Large Campfire is. I mean, he's not scoring points this way at this point. So I think now he does need to learn to find spells if he can. He needs to take. I mean, hopefully he can get 2 of them and take a point away from the captain and get 2 points because that'll tie them up at 13. He could also use gold if he can find gold. So maybe the lair. I don't know. Maybe the vault. I don't think he can open the vault. The wizard. I don't think the wizard can. Oh, he has the boots. He absolutely can kick the vault open. So maybe he heads for the vault and grabs the vault, kicks that crap open, and then goes and sells. Tries to steal gold at the last week. Tries to steal gold and spells from the captain. And if he can do that, then I think he wins. I mean, the dwarf is just trying to make do. So I think the dwarf is going to try to cross this bridge hidden. Then when he gets the bridge magic charm, he can go down here and then to the altar, find the cache in the Lost Castle. That gives him a treasure. So he'll score 2 points, is my guess here, bringing him to 5. And then the question is, what else can he get done? So, I mean, that's it. That's where we're at. It's 14 to 11 to 3 and to a death. So 0 at this point because he had 2 points. He's going to lose 2 points for dying. He gets 0 points. And that's that. I think we are done for the night. It's midnight. So I think we're probably good to go and save this for maybe tomorrow. The last one, we'll do a video maybe tomorrow or Sunday and finish this up. Well, so here's the thing, Jim. So the wizard's very interesting. I've hated the wizard for a long time. Because if you look at the wizard, well, hell, we'll even look at this, right? So if you look at the wizard, he's got 5 magic chits. He pairs gray. He pairs purple. He doesn't pair gold. He has 3 move M5s. What the hell are you doing with 3 move M5s? So the optional rules for the wizard give him a type 3 2 chit, so he can pair gold. So perfect. So at that point, I can take, now again, this isn't an official spell. This is a spell from someone's, expansion or whatever. Then he can take this sleep spell. And the thing is, sleep has to hit, but it can hit every target in the clearing, and he can cast it at a time too. So that means that almost everything he can meet, he can dodge with sleep. So even if he hits all the bats, right? All the bats appear. Well, he can hit all the bats with sleep unless they flip, in which case they gut him. But if he's hidden, then so now you have the wizard who has a nice get out of jail free card, if it makes any sense. And so he becomes a little closer to, say, the sorcerer or the witch king, where now you have a get out of jail free because the sorcerer's playing Melt into Mist all day, and the witch king can play Melt into Mist or Broomstick, and now the wizard has a sleep spell that he can use to keep himself safe against most of the creatures in the game. So that makes him super useful. The other thing then is you could play Fiery Blast, of course. But I like to look for, again, this is an expansion spell that someone, made up. I like this spell because it's a type 2 purple. Now, mind you, I just burned my type 2, so that was dumb. But it's a type 2 purple. So I should actually burn this when I do magic. When I flip the tile. So now he can technically have possibly 2 casts of this. And it gives him a light star weapon. And with his medium 3 chit, with this guy, this bad boy here, it's medium star. He can kill giants. He can kill the giant spider. He can kill a lot of stuff with this flame sword that he couldn't kill before. So I like the wizard now, and he's actually very powerful, especially in this questing game, because being able to move over some passages without having to find them, because you found them all already, is great. It gives you a lot of mobility. It gives you a lot of options. You can get to your quest quicker, and so on and so forth. And that's what actually took him. That's why he has so many damn points. He did this explore, and he saved what I would argue would be about a day by enchanting this tile and getting all these secret tiles that he now knows. As opposed to this tile, you have to sort of walk all the way to 1 and then walk all the way back. As soon as he flipped it, he then has all these different ways to go. And this can be covered in 2 days as opposed to 3 days. And then the same thing with the borderland. This is a super important passage to know, because without this passage, exploring the borderland causes you to go 2 to 3 to 6 to 4, let's say, back to 6 to 3 to 5, or back to 3 to 1. So there's a lot of backtracking when you have Explore the Borderland to get every clearing. But if you know this, it becomes way easier. Because you can effectively go 2 to 3 to 6 to 1, back to 6, and then down and to 5. Or you can go 2 to 3 to 6 to 4 to 5, and so on, right? So it's just his mobility actually then trumps a lot of other characters' powers. The main problem I have with the wizard is simply that you don't have a lot. So here's the thing. So he doesn't have a lot of casts either, right? Because he can only pair a couple chits here and there. But with, again, his optional ability, he doesn't have to waste the spell phases. He can just go straight into an enchant phase as opposed to using the enchant, the burned enchant phase, the X enchant. So that means he can just convert a chit with 1 phase. So again, I think using all his optional rolls and some optional spells, all of a sudden he's a top tier character. Whereas before, I think in most games he was in the base game, he's a C tier character unless you commit to playing multiplayer and team up, in which case he becomes like an A tier character because he can guide you through paths. So like him and the Amazon can team up and move 5 hexes a day through every path, right? Stuff like that. But with all the optional rules, he's a S tier loner because he can sleep everybody and flame sword everything but tremendous armoreds and so on. And even the other option would be to go with lightning bolt, and then to go with lightning bolt and head into mountain clearings like this using the ambush rules, since lightning bolt is a single target attack, he could from hiding shoot these guys one at a time and hit them with a reasonable chance of killing them. Now, as soon as he becomes unhidden, he's now screwed, and he's got to figure out how to get out of dodge. But a lightning bolt then allows him to kill tremendous armored creatures even at a shitty chance. But anyway, that's the wizard's an interesting character. Oh yeah, I mean, every character is good at their thing. It's just sometimes you have to find that thing, and sometimes that thing doesn't work out. Like the dwarf in this case is great sometimes. If he can find lots of good crap in the caves or the caverns, and if you can put the caves and the caverns together and near the borderland, he's an S tier character. On this map with these chits, he's like a C tier character because he spent most of a week just getting from here to here. And now there's really nothing that he wants to. I mean, yeah, he could go to the pool and he could try to loot the pool, but as soon as the octopus shows up, he's screwed. So everybody has their niche. And a lot of the game with this, we were talking about this, East Paladin and I on one of the YouTube comments was talking about which of the characters does well in the quest game versus the base game. Like, how did this variant screw up some characters and not others? And my main take on it was, some characters are built to do one thing, like the Berserker, or the Black Knight suffers a tiny bit because he's meant to go kill a couple native groups. Some characters suffer because they're really built to do a thing. So your goal is to post up in a spot and do that thing. And this game, really with the cards, says, nope, go here, right? It's the ADHD version of the game. It's the deliver fetch quest version of the game, where it's telling you to go places and meet the requirements of going to the places. So characters like the Amazon take a little bit of center stage. The wizard takes center stage. Characters that can have access to fly can be powerful, and so on. There's a little bit of variation there. The dwarf's great as long as you can get in those damn caves and stay in the caves, and this game's not going to let him do that. So he's probably going to end up with like 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 points if he gets super lucky. Whereas the wizard's going to have, 13 points. So it's interesting. It's interesting. And like I said, I mean, now don't get me wrong. I do think that there's a little bit of a rut for some of the characters. Like the captain, I do the same thing with the captain every time because he really should just hire the damn guard and go for it. Now, what I didn't do for the captain, and I should, is I have not counted what he sold. So he's actually minus 14 gold for purposes of minus 14 plus 7. Like I do count any other equipment he has. I count that. So this extra shield he found counts against his loss. So he's actually down a few gold when it comes down to determining who has the most gold. So that might actually take him lower than the wizard in the final tally there. I have to remember that. So yeah, no, it was fun to play. I'm glad you were here. Glad you chatted a little bit. If you have any questions, man, fire them off. And this video will be posted, of course, because YouTube will automatically post it, and I'll put it in the watch list. But yeah, if you have any questions, ping me, and that's it. So everybody, hopefully you had a good time and have a good Labor Day weekend. And I will talk to you all soon. I'll be posting probably another video here in a day or two to finish this game off. I don't know. That's a good question, man. Next live vid. I will probably do Sunday night. I'm not going to do Saturday night. Saturday night is sort of live tabletop games with folks. So we will either be playing our tabletop RPG or we will be playing Magic Realm live tabletop. Which someday, I will figure out how to. I only have one shitty webcam, so I will figure out someday how to stream that. That'd be fun. I think a live game. But those guys that do live board games have cameras everywhere. They have a way better setup than I'm going to have. I would literally be taping webcams to like my light. So I'm not sure. Not sure that's going to work. So anyway, good night, man. Thank you very much. I will talk to you later.